What a way to start every Damn it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now live. This is episode 71 of the Team Heel podcast, live on Google Hangouts. It is Thursday, December the 11th, 2014. We thank you all for tuning in, as always. Tonight, we'll be discussing NXT Takeover REvolution, Sami, Zayn, and a potential now feud with Kevin Owens. We'll be discussing TLC 2014. We'll be discussing Ring of Honor's Final Battle 2014 and the experience that myself and Knowledge Wrestling had throughout the show. We'll also be talking about TNA's move to Friday nights starting in January. And also, to wrap up the show, we'll be talking about Alberto El Patron now signing with Ring of Honor Wrestling. But again, guys, throughout the stream, we'll be taking your live calls as always. So if you want to call in at the show, just simple dial 401-283-4991. The PIN number is 77221. But don't call right away yet. We'll let you know when to call. But I'm not alone. As always, I am joined by a lot of great people, gentlemen of decorum. I have here, as always, Knowledge Wrestling. It is 4-9 New York Giants now. We have OK Fabe. We have Thrash Maniac 99. We got
Hello.
We got Chase Oliver 68.
Let's talk some wrestling.
And Mr. Alex Carter, the president of TRN, once again. So, gentlemen, NXT is a thing of the past now. Takeover REvolution, our revolution. Even though it's still a funny name, but hey, you get what you get from them. All I gotta say is, wow. I thought it was an enjoyable show coming out from WWE. And
That was a WWE show?
Exactly. And to think that TLC is the Sunday, or TLCS, sorry. And yet...
you guys want to hear something hilarious? I did not know TLC was this Sunday.
Huh.
I completely just did not realize TLC was this Sunday. I heard it tonight. Somebody's like, TLC's Sunday? I'm like, what?
But that's around the point, folks.
Well, that's around the point.
That's around the point.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait a minute, guys. I can't say that no more. I can't say that. Remember that. I can't say that no more.
Wait, I can, though. I'm the host, right? So.
Oh, yeah, you are. Okay, you are the host of Around the Point. My bad. You are the host of Around the Point. Mr. Will McCormick. Catch him every Sunday around 11 p.m. on Around the Point. But, yeah, guys, NXT is a thing of the past. And, again, it's hard to really think, how literally WWE literally had an amazing show, and yet TLCS is literally this Sunday, and NXT Takeover REvolution already crapped on TLCS, and TLCS hasn't even happened yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, WWE needs to stop having these takeover specials before their actual pay-per-views, because there's no way their pay-per-views are going to live up to what these takeover specials deliver in the ring and deliver in action and storytelling. Like, I swear, man, I don't know how TLC 2014 is going to trump this show right here. It's going to be an impossible task. I believe the last time this happened, it was before Battleground. They did a takeover special, and I was like, how the fuck is Battleground going to top? No, it was before Payback. I said, how the fuck is Payback going to top this takeover show? And people were still defending Payback, which pisses me off to this day, but it is what it is.
Exactly. And again, an amazing show at WWE, NXT Developmental. And you wonder how come half of these people, the roster of NXT, aren't even on the main roster yet. Then at the same time, I wish they aren't, because we know what's going to happen.
Yeah. They get fucked over on the main roster.
Yeah, ask Adam Rose, ask, all these other women, but it is what it is. Anywho. Bray Wyatt, Bo Dallas, who's injured now. But yeah, guys, I'm going to go around all of you guys here. Why don't you give me your thoughts on the show? No results or anything, but what was your overall, impression of the show? Knowledge of Wrestling, I'll start with you.
I thought the show was, like you said, this was an awesome show, great show. Yeah, I think it's also kind of stupid how TLC's this Sunday, and I feel bad, The NXT roster is always giving it their best to put on a great show. And Triple H has to be proud of himself, obviously. Yeah, I wish we could see this more on the, main roster, but still a good show.
All right. We're going to start here now also with OK Fabe here. Your thoughts on the show. What was, your impression of it overall?
I mean, from beginning to end, from bell to bell in each match, I was trying to find like a bad match, like the worst match. It was really hard. I mean, you take the Lucha Dragons and the Vaudevillians, and it was but everything else was like fantastic. The in-ring product was superb. Everyone stepped up their game. I thought from beginning to end for a 2-hour show, this hands down, in my opinion, beat the last 4 Raws combined in terms
That's
of.
not hard to do.
What's that?
That's not hard to do. Raw's been shitty since July.
Oh yeah, but it just goes back to showing how good not only the talent is, but also the storytelling too. Because you had like the emotion, the drama, like even the moments where you kind of knew where something was going to happen. You're still like, I mean, hell, even without going into too many spoilers, I mean, just Finn's entrance alone. Oh my goodness. Whew. Marking out big time. Overall, beginning to end, the show was superb in every way.
Indeed. Thrash Maniac 99, without giving any results or anything, but your overall impression of the show, looking back that it's finally over now.
I thought it was a great show overall. I wouldn't really say it's the best NXT special, but maybe a close second to probably a rival. A very close second, but this was still a great show, no doubt. And yep, TLC. I just hope you guys at least have a decent show, but there is no way you're gonna be able to top this. That's all I'm gonna say.
Better pack a lunch, buddies.
Exactly.
Better pack a lunch.
So long into the unknown, TLC.
Oh God.
All right, Chase Oliver.
This was a great show, probably the second best TakeOver event. The first TakeOver is still my favorite. Sami Zayn, Tyler Breeze, Tyson Kidd, Adrian Neville, Charlotte versus Natty, match of the year contender. So this is definitely the second best TakeOver. Great show. The beginning of this show, but the final, hour of it, really, really good stuff. So I thought this was a great show overall just to watch. It wasn't a one-match show like the last TakeOver. It was like there's at least 2 to 3 matches you were invested in, and I felt those 2 to 3 matches delivered at least to what I was expecting them to. So great show.
And last but not least, the president of TRN, CEO, Mr. Alex Carter.
Okay, well, after watching Final Battle on Sunday and then all I tuned in for on Raw was the Superstar of the Year, and then that left me with a pissed off kind of feeling. And then, yeah, exactly. And
Cockfist, boy! Believe that cockfist!
So I watched Final Battle, I'm like, wow. And I watch Raw, I'm like, fuck that. Then I come here and I watch NXT. I don't think I want to watch the main roster anymore because it's garbage compared to these other options.
Can I ask Alexis question real quick, Steven? What was better, Final Battle or NXT?
I was gonna ask that. I think Final Battle because I've been more invested in Ring of Honor. Really, the only reason that I caught up on NXT and tuned in for this show was because of Kevin Owens. So I'm gonna say Final Battle because I was more invested, but this was a fantastic show.
See, it just proves my point that WWE can out ROH, and they can do ROH shows if they wanted to.
Yeah,
indeed.
I think that they need to get rid of this whole developmental brand and just do it as a alternative.
I can agree with that.
Because
I think
developmental, these guys are better than the main roster. These guys are better than the main, and a lot of them are more experienced than the main roster.
I want to say Will Dempsey's better than the main roster. I want to say Baron Corbin's better than the main roster. I want to say Mojo Rawley's ass. Ty Dillinger, Jason. No, see the NXT roster when it comes to their main event scene, pretty damn solid. But when it comes to everything, like the main event, the women's scene, much better than the main roster. But when it comes to everything else, oh, fuck no. I would not pay money to see Bull Dempsey versus Baron Corbin. And I like Baron Corbin, but Bull Dempsey's ass, man.
But then you've got on the main roster, you look over here and you've got Los Matadores for the tag team championships at a pay-per-view. And he used those.
Los Matadors are just like freaking. Los Matadors are like the VOD villains. Okay, they're like the VOD villains in some way, and then the Lucha Dragons are pretty similar to Los Matadors. It's not like the NXT's tag team division is really great. It's just standard.
Yeah, I just like the gimmicks better personally. I don't like the VOD villains. I thought Big Cass and Enzo should have been on this pay-per-view because I like that because it's like a realism. Like you have a realism to their tag team. Because I like realistic tag teams.
Okay, but again, it's hard to really believe that the same company that's giving you the crappy Raws and but potentially a crappy pay-per-view coming up this Sunday on the WWE Network is the same company that has delivered this amazing show in NXT.
It just shows how good Triple H is, man. It just shows how good he is.
And for those of you out there who shit on Triple H and say, "Oh, he was only there to bury people in the future," wake up and smell the coffee.
The thing is, Triple H, he is really doing a great job with NXT. And I know a lot of people are saying, like, oh, well, there's some flaws in NXT. And the flaws with NXT is that they tape 5 shows back to back to back. That's their flaw. Like, it's hard to keep a crowd entertained for 5 freaking shows that are taped back to back. Triple H does a wonderful job when it comes down to, an NXT special. Has there been a bad NXT Takeover special? Maybe the last one was considered just decent to good. But it wasn't like, oh, I will never watch it again. Like, it wasn't like most of the pay-per-views this year. Triple H, he knows how to deliver a pretty well-balanced product when it comes to big shows. So it gets you kind of excited going into the future that, hey, even if Raws and SmackDowns, they can be considered bad, at least we know when it comes to the pay-per-view department, when Triple H takes over, WWE might be on the right track.
I'll say this right now as well. If you are someone out there and you're crapping on this show, or you're going to say, oh, this is a show that WWE fanboys are hyping up, then you should you should have your wrestling fan license removed.
I want to go that far. I can understand why some people didn't like this show. But the thing is, here's also another thing that we have to put into factor is WWE has been giving us so much shit as of late that when one glimmer of gloriness comes up, it's just like, oh, it's great, but what if this show happened and WWE was actually doing good? Would we be calling this a great show, or would we just be calling this a good show? So I could understand if some fans don't like it because you have to see how a show stands through the test of time. Right now it's great, but in 3 years from now, are we going to say, oh, this show was great, or are we going to say, yeah, it was good at the time it was there, but it didn't stand the test of time?
I'll feel you on that. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Now, do you guys think this show overall was show of the year? Because there are people that are saying that right now on social media, on the Twitter, on Facebook. Oh, this is show of the year. Oh my God, this is like literally. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go, oh my gosh, show of the year. I think still show of the year to me is still WrestleMania 30.
Yeah, WrestleMania 30 show of the year. Like exactly. It's either Mania 30 or Takeover 2, or the first ever Takeover for me. Those are the 2 shows that stand out as show of the year.
Indeed. But again, guys, it's an enjoyable show. If you've missed it, you missed a lot. Go on the WWE Network, rewatch it for, whatever price it is. But yeah, without further ado, guys, before the show even happened, it was announced during the pre-show that Corey Graves has announced his retirement from in-ring competition. And he is now part of the announce team. And it's really kind of sad when you hear someone who, let's be honest, yes, it's NXT, but he really didn't step foot yet, you know what I'm saying, on the big stage, and his career got cut short. You know what I mean? It kind of sucks when you hear that. I thought overall his commentary skills weren't bad. Could use a little bit more work, but you know what, though?
He needs a lot of work.
Indeed, yeah. I'll give you that, fine. But I just think, though, it's just sad, you know what I mean? Like, you haven't even, made it yet to an extent. Granted, yet you're known at NXT, but to the main roster level, though,
Mm-hmm.
So that's that. Yeah, indeed, absolutely. Because the guy was amazing.
Yeah.
As a performer.
I like Graves. I thought he was pretty good as a talent. The only problem I had with this move was like, why in the heck are you putting Corey Graves on such a big show to do commentary? Because when someone's new on commentary, they're going to have a lot of awkward pauses. And Corey Graves, he had a bunch of awkward pauses. And it didn't help that he was paired with Alex Riley. and that doofus that freaking cannot know a wrestling move to save his life. Oh my god, that guy. Every match, when we talk about the matches, I'll tell you what that doofus, I think Rich Brennan, whatever the fuck his name is, I'll tell you what moves he botched the names of.
The mini Michael Cole? The little miniature one?
Yeah, the little miniature one with the glasses. That guy's a doofus. He does not know any of his moves. He was like making up moves. I was like, what are you saying? Like, oh god.
Well, you do remember that, it's developmental, the territory, and
I don't care if it's developmental. If you are into WWE, you gotta know basic moves.
What I'm saying is that most of the people that work that show, like production and all that, are the college students at Full Sail University.
The production's fine. I'm talking about the commentary.
So who's to say that the commentator was a college student majoring in communications? And just so happened.
Triple H has the headset. This guy is the play-by-play. He's Michael Cole. If you guys know anything with the play-by-play, Vince doesn't only screams in Michael Cole's ear if he needs to get an advertisement out there. Michael Cole's supposed to tell the story when it comes down to it. This guy has to name all the moves, and he knows them on his own. And this guy was like botching moves. Like there was one point where he botched a move, and you could hear Corey Graves snicker a bit, and Riley tried hard not to laugh. And oh my god, when we named the matches, I wrote them down.
Well, anywho, yeah, you know what though, guys, and it was also on the pre-show that Kevin Owens, Kevin Steen, for those of you who know him back in the indie days and all that, was going to kick off the show. A part of me, when I heard that, was like, really? Have him start? Yeah, but part of me, at first, I was like that. At first,
why?
I'm like, you know what though? Shouldn't be that bad. I wonder against who though, and it's funny because I remember a while back, now we're gonna get into the card here. I did say why should be CJ Parker, yeah, and it was him.
Yep.
It was CJ Parker. Who got headphones on?
Levi can attest to this. I said on David's show he's gonna face the residential jobber CJ Parker.
Yep.
CJ Parker.
Absolutely, and that's what happened. He faced him, and again, you get what you get there. Is that a PNG logo from Alex? What the fuck? But anyway, yeah. So yeah, it's DJ Parker, Kevin Owens, or Kevin Steen, and the guys, Owens got a big pop.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing pop. It's like, it's like he was never new. Like, he was there for a while now, and people were chanting, "Fight Owens, fight." You got custom. I'm sure there'll be a shirt coming out of that real soon on the line. He came out with the KO shirt. People were saying, "Oh, he's biting off Cassius Ohno."
Yeah, he's stealing Cassius Ohno's
Chris
gimmick.
Hero's
Damn
never
it!
coming back.
What happened?
Chris Hero's never coming back.
I know.
Which sucks, but hey, it was his loss.
Hey, it doesn't suck. If you've seen Chris Hero lately, holy fucking shit, this guy takes too many trips to Taco Bell.
Oh my god, yeah, the guy that ate Chris Hero, holy shit.
That's what it looks like. Oh my god, I used to love.
Don't get me wrong, the guy can still go in the ring.
Yeah,
like, dude, if you're gonna wrestle, then you might as well wear your gear from like 2006.
Yeah, he should be wearing what he wore when he was facing CM Punk in the warehouse, dog.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. But this is not about that. This is about Kevin Owens versus CJ Parkins. CJ Parker, CJ Parker. I'm sorry, gosh. The match was short. This was a match just to build up Kevin Owens. Parker was there for an enhancement, pretty much. There was a spot where Parker hit Owens or Steen, whatever you want to call him, that still, with a palm strike that caused Owens to bleed. And I thought, okay, I know what they're gonna do here. He's bleeding. He's gonna be furious, mad, and to an extent that kind of happened. And apparently, his finisher is a powerbomb.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
I mean, at the end of the day, people gotta understand. They're not gonna have him use the package power driver.
Yeah.
He's not gonna do the F-Sync, which is his version of the F5 because Brock isn't doing it. I think if anything, which was that little pump neck breaker that he did on his knee, or the guy landed on his knee, whatever, that should be the finisher.
Oh no, because like the old saying goes, said by Stone Cold Steve Austin, your finisher has to hit everyone, and can you see him doing that to the Big Show? I mean, if you can hit the Big Show with the finisher, that means you have a good finisher in the company. Yeah, I like this match just because it was a good enhancement. CJ Parker seems to have like a good role in NXT. Being that enhancement guy, and he does a good job. Everyone he faces, he makes them look really, really good. And I felt Owens came out there with a good fire, good intensity. He didn't waste around. He came out there, shoved Parker in the corner, did that freaking six somersault over the ropes. It was really cool, especially if you've never seen Kevin Owens before and you never watched Samoa Joe back in the day. You're like, frick yeah, man, this guy is awesome. So I felt Kevin Owens, like, he did a great job just getting over in this match, and I really did it. I really enjoyed it for what it was, and it was a really good match. And in my personal opinion, for what the match objective was to get Kevin Owens over, it did its job there. So really good match for that. Kevin Owens wins. Right guy goes over. No complaints. Great debut for Kevin Owens.
What about you guys? Alex, Levi, Connor?
I guess I'll go next on this.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree with Chase. Yeah, this was a great enhancement match for Kevin. And yeah, seeing him doing that somersault was pretty cool. And then when he got that cut right on the bridge of his nose here. And then, the power bomb, it's not terrible for him. I mean, the way he did where he bounces him off and just throws him up and then catches him, slams him down, that's impactful right there. That's probably one of the most impactful power bombs I've seen in recent memory. But that, like, neck breaker looking thing, that was really cool too. But I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, great enhancement match for Kevin. Definitely to put him on the rise in the future.
Indeed. Connor.
Yeah, I mean, basically piggybacking off of that, like exactly, it did what it needed to do. It got Owen over like $1 million, and I thought he looked pretty good. I mean, not just in the ring, but as far as like physically, I thought he looked like he trimmed down a little bit, but maybe that was just a black T-shirt or whatever have you. But yeah, I kind of wish that he, like Chase said, I wish that the knee thing was the finisher because it got a bigger pop than the powerbomb. But at the same time, like he said, you have to be able to do that to everybody. So mixed emotions, but it got him over like $1 million. The crowd went absolutely ape shit when he came out, obviously. So I mean, it was a jobber-ish match, squash-ish match, but for what it did for Kevin Owen, I was pretty happy and pretty ecstatic. So I'm glad to see and hopefully see more of him, and hopefully he'll get the push he deserves.
Well, he is going to get that push.
Knowledge of wrestling, your thoughts?
Walter.
It was lagging for a little bit. The Kevin Owens debut was awesome, man. This dude, he stole the KO thing from that guy, but I just think that was the right way to debut him. CJ Parker, perfect jobber. I have no complaints.
Okay, perfect jobber. Or knowledge of wrestling. Mr. Carter, unfortunately, isn't here right now. His Wi-Fi isn't the best out there, but
his Wi-Fi is having trouble.
Exactly. Exactly. Indeed. But again, I want to hear from you guys out there in the comment section. Your thoughts on, Kevin Owens' debut, and what do you want to see from him now? Even though we kind of know it's going to happen.
Yeah, we already know what's
happening. We already know it's going to happen, but we'll get into that later on in this review, if you will. But I'm happy though, as a fan of his. Literally tonight was the night that he showed the world what we already knew about him. If you followed him from the indies and all that, tonight he became a star, if you will, a noticed star. He finally became noticed. You know what I mean? But I'm looking forward to seeing what happens now. I'll be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets called up to the main roster sooner than later.
Yeah, I think like in 6 months he should be in the main roster. Maybe summertime, maybe fall time. So yeah.
Exactly. After this, we had the tag team title match.
Oh God.
The Vaudevillains versus the Lucha Dragons. Yeah. I wasn't a fan of this match. I wasn't really big on it. On the count that you knew what was going to happen. You knew that the Vaudevillains were not going to win. And I'm not really big on the gimmick of the Vaudevillains. I'm just not big on it,
No, it was cool when it first started, but like They've just fallen downhill.
Exactly. Like, you think about it, weren't they part of that tournament at the Takeover episode, the Takeover, and they didn't win? And it's one of those. No, they weren't, right? They weren't part.
They're a part of the tournament. They lost to Lucha Dragons in the finals.
Yeah, so it's like one of those things where it's like, yeah, they're not gonna be tag team champions. And in this match again, it was there. I wasn't big on the match.
Yeah. Like, if you watch the Ascension versus the Lucha Dragons, just replace Connor and Victor with Simon Gotch and Aiden English. This was the same exact match that you got at the last Takeover. Like, Sin Cara doing most of the work, getting beaten down, heel tag team taking over. Sin Cara makes a hot tag to Kalisto. Kalisto hurts Cerro del Se with after like a huge high spot, and then it was over. It was just like, you felt disappointed watching this match. Like, I don't know, I like Kalisto, but like, people need to calm down with this whole Rey Mysterio comparison. Like, this guy is not the next Rey, because when you watch Rey back in the day, and all you guys who have the WWE Network, you guys can watch Rey back in the day, you would be like, what? Like, you would be like amazed. Like, I'm sorry, when Kalisto does a kip up onto the top rope, then to a moonsault DDT, call me, because Rey did that with Eddie Guerrero, and that shit was just amazing. So he's good, but I just don't see Rey Mysterio good, and I hated when the commentators were comparing him to Rey Mysterio, and Alex Riley's like, oh, that move would make Rey Mysterio jealous. I'm like, no, Rey Mysterio is not jealous of that move. Old Rey Mysterio would do something so much better. So I think they need to calm down with the Rey Mysterio comparisons. This guy's not the next Rey Mysterio. Is he a good athlete? Hell yeah. Is he probably the future of luchadors? Hell yeah. Next Rey Mysterio? That's a bad tagline to have, next Rey Mysterio, because anyone who gets labeled as the next Mysterio ends up getting hurt or never really pans out well. But idiot commentary from this Richard guy, this idiot that wears the glasses, he called a power slam by Sin Cara. Sin Cara hit a power slam, and he said, power bomb by Sin Cara, a Mexican power bomb. So that's what he said. He literally called a power slam a power bomb, a Mexican power bomb. Idiot.
Indeed.
That right there just makes me want to go up and strangle him.
Yeah, strangle him, fucking Homer Simpson style, the Bart Simpson and shit.
Yeah. Why, you little?
Indeed.
Get it right, you idiot.
Get it right, you moron. You pencil neck geek, but it is what it is.
Hey, classic Fairy Blast.
Go on, Levi. Shoot away your thought. But whatever you do, don't talk about a brand split here.
Yeah, no brand split talk. We don't need that shit.
I wasn't even going to bring it up at all. Jeez. But anyways, I swear that's all my YouTube channels become, is people are wondering if I'm going to do a video about the brand split. I may not. Who knows?
Well, we talk about it now, but hey, what can
But
you do?
anyways, I thought this match, it was good for what it was. I wasn't really impressed by it too much. But I mean, at the end of the day, we all knew Lucha Dragons was going to retain. I mean, the Vaudevillains isn't bad. It's just I'm more of a fan of Aiden English as a single star than in a tag team. Just leave it at that.
Yeah, Simon. I don't get this Simon Gotch love. Like, where did this cunt come from?
I don't even like Simon.
He looks like they're saying. I heard comparisons. Oh, it looks like Cesaro with hair back in the day with Claudio Castagnoli and.
No, he does not remind me of Guerrero. No,
they're saying that Gotch like a mini Eddie Guerrero. I'm like, yeah, if Eddie Guerrero was 4 feet tall and looked like he was 45.
And looked terrible in the ring. Like, shit, dude. Like, this guy is. I don't get this guy. I watch his matches. Like, I watch a lot of Simon Gotch matches, and I'm like, dude, I don't get it. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get his muscle man gimmick. Like, I get it's supposed to be carnival-y because he's really small, muscular, and he can lift people. But it's like you're facing against small luchadors. How am I supposed to believe that? I don't know. I just don't get this guy whatsoever.
Okay. Okay, Fabe. We can't hear you.
Better?
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of on the same bandwagon with everybody else. It wasn't like, I don't know, they're just like all these other matches on the card got me really almost fully invested into it. And for whatever reason, this particular match just, I say it was okay, but it wasn't as good as like the Ascension versus the Lucha Dragons or any of the other previous tag team matches in NXT. I mean, it kind of, I don't know if it was the mixture of just like the match itself was just kind of mediocre and the fact that maybe the crowd was a little burnt out from Owens' debut, but just, it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't what I was really kind of, I didn't really have much of a, I couldn't get into it. Like, I watched it, it was like, okay, all right, yay, good try, next. Like, it wasn't, not horrible, but not something I would really kind of go crazy for, put it that way.
Okay, knowledge of wrestling.
Yeah, I agree with most of you. This match was just there. I don't. Yes, it really nothing happened. But Lucha Dragons retain. Not really into vaudevillains like that either. So, I guess it was just an okay match. Worst match technically of the night. But.
Okay.
Yeah.
And after that, we got one of the big matches of the evening.
Well, we're gonna skip the squash.
Oh yeah, my bad. Oh yeah, shit, my bad. Botching here, but whatever.
Yeah.
We got the squash match. We got fucking Todd Dillinger. Was that the guy he fought?
Yeah, one half of the world's greatest tag team 2.0.
Yeah, against Baron Corbin. Darren
Yeah.
Corbin.
Baron Corbin.
Yeah, Baron Corbin. The match started with this. The fans started counting to see how fast Corbin would squash this guy.
Yeah.
And just when he was about to, do something, he sees in the crowd he has Bull Dempsey.
Oh God.
And he gets distracted, and then he gets the finisher for the 1, 2, 3. The finisher doesn't look bad. I'll give him that.
Yeah,
But-
end of days is pretty sick.
I actually like it. Yeah.
It's funny because out of nowhere, fans stop counting and shit, and it's like, what the fuck? And yeah, there you go. At the end of the match, he leaves. He goes to see Bull Dempsey. They stare down, and then he walks away. I'll be honest. I thought they're gonna do a match for these two on the Takeover special, but they didn't. Maybe
They're trying to build it up. They're trying to build it up to like some other takeover special. I'm guessing. I don't know why, but
I don't know.
Probably the next
But when will be the next special? That's the question. Then when will be the next special?
February or March, probably.
I don't know, from what I've heard, it's gonna be for WrestleMania weekend.
yeah, I heard it's before WrestleMania. They want to do the next special.
It's gonna be at WrestleMania weekend. Like one of the Access episodes is gonna be them having an NXT special at Access. So that's good. That's in the works right now, and why not, right?
Yeah, why not?
What are your thoughts on this match, guys? Overall, I mean, can we all agree here? It's short and sweet to the point.
Yeah, it's short and
Pretty
sweet.
much.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome match.
Because
Yeah.
Corbin, he's the next Roman Reigns. He's my next cockfist, bro. Everyone's gonna hate this guy. Everyone's gonna be bitching about him soon. Like everyone loves him on NXT. Once he gets to the main roster, boo, Baron Corbin, same old shit. Beep, beep, beep. Like everyone loves him now. And if you are a Baron Corbin fan on NXT and he gets to the main roster and you start shitting on him, start those Goldberg chants, hey, you're a hypocrite. Okay, I'm just saying, you're a hypocrite. But yeah, Baron Corbin, he needs to still improve. I mean, when you're doing Undertaker's moveset and you look terrible doing it, you gotta improve, dog. Like that snake eyes to that low ass big boot, I was like, ugh. I was like, ugh. Like I just was like freaking out, like how ugly that big boot looked. I was like, ugh. So, especially when you see Taker do it. When you see a legend like Taker do it, and Taker's the same size as Baron Corbin, when you see Taker do that, you're like, wow. But when Baron Corbin did it, you're like, ugh. Like, oh, God. So, let's hope he improves.
Hashtag lube up the cockfist.
We got Cockfist, baby.
Lube on that shit.
Son of a-
Hey,
God, wow.
Hey, Cockfist was on NXT Takeover, and I'm going to take over this by saying Cockfist will be our next WWE champion. And as Batista would say, you people need to deal with it. I am sick and tired of you people hating Cockfist. What did Cockfist ever do to you? What did Cockfist ever do to you? He has done nothing wrong in the company. All he has done is try to get himself over. He's improved every single year he's been in the WWE ring. I get it. A lot of you guys are not happy because it's not your boy Seth Rollins. It's not your boy Dean Ambrose. It's not your boy, Bray Wyatt. But guess what? He's Cockfist. He doesn't need to be like those guys. He's never going to be as charismatic as Dean Ambrose or Bray Wyatt. He's never going to be athletic like Seth Rollins and jump over the ropes. But what he has is charm. What he has is larger-than-life looks. What he has is a cock fist. Something those guys do not have. Don't pull this. He's a professional football player, a failed professional football player card on me, because cock fist is not the only failed professional football player in wrestling. See Bray Wyatt. See the Usos. See Goldberg. See The Rock. See everyone. Cock fist is the man. Okay? Cock fist is the man. And don't pull this old Bray Wyatt has family lineage. What the fuck does Cock fist have? Cock fist has a family lineage. It's Samoan background. So you know what? Enough of you people being upset about Cock fist. Enough. This man is the future. This man is our new star. We asked for new stars. WWE is giving it to us. Let him improve. Let him take that main event spot. Let him inspire. Let his baby oil shine.
I feel like the national anthem needs to be playing while he's doing this speech.
Let him go. Let him go. Let Cockfist become the champion. All I'm saying right now to all you
Cockfist
guys.
for president.
No, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna ask Alex to play the instrumental of the anthem when he does the MP3 version of this. I'm gonna tell him that.
Yeah, exactly. And then what I'm saying right now is you have to let the star be made in Cockfist. Enough of you people saying he's not ready. Brock Lesnar wasn't ready. Goldberg wasn't ready. Randy Orton wasn't ready, and they turned out just fine in the main event scene. So I am saying it right now. I am the #1 Cockfist fan in the YMCA. I am telling you guys right now, Cockfist 2015 WWE champion, Royal Rumble winner, and you guys will just have to deal with it. Because stop bitching that the WWE is giving us a new star. We bitch about it, and they're giving it to us. Who gives a shit? It's not one of your little internet favorites. Just know they're giving us the man, and it's Cockfist. All right, I'm done taking over. Cockfist, WWE champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just found Chase Oliver's very first T-shirt, all about the Cockfist.
All about the Cockfist.
We can talk to somebody at top rope.
Oh yeah, and believe that.
Believe in the Cockfist. Oh yeah. Okay. I think it's hard to top that. I think it really is. Connor, Walter, y'all wanna?
I can't. I can't compete. I can't compete with Cockfist. I can't.
The highlight of the show.
He broke me.
He broke you. Oh my god. All right.
I think Roman Reigns, his promo was awesome tonight, though.
Yeah, it was. Cockfist, come on now. It's Cockfist.
Cockfist.
All he needed to do.
By a slave name.
all he needed to do was this, though. At the end.
Tito Ortiz.
Tito Ortiz. If you're wondering why we're doing this, me and Chase, we developed this thing. Well, if you watch TNA back in the day, back in summer 2013, when Tito Ortiz debuted as that 8-1-13, that's what it was, right? That August 1st surprise, whatever it was. And Tito Ortiz comes out, right? He comes out. He stands in the. Now, remember how back in the day, TNA had a giant stage that would connect from the entrance to the ring, and he would walk out as his mystery guy, right? And all you remember him doing was just this. With his arms like this, and it's the most funniest shit in the world. Holy crap! I think I have the picture still. The picture on my phone.
Money well spent.
I think I have the picture still here on my phone if I can find it here. But it's the most funniest shit in the world.
That was such an awkward ass.
All right, guys, we got Tito Ortiz here in TNA. We need to think of something creative that we can do for him. What can you do? I got it. He just goes out to the ring and fucking crosses his arms. Fucking brilliant. This is the shit that's gonna keep us on Spike TV for a year. Do it.
Look at that. And what are our viewers? Fight had the liberty to do this for us. So at Fight Best Fight at Ryan Davis, sir, we thank you once again for doing this for us. This is me.
I love it's the best part is that Tito is back there and Austin and McMahon look so super serious.
Exactly. But thank you once again. But anywho, guys, enough of the whole hoopla funny stuff. But Yeah. Well, I think we've learned tonight that nothing is stopping the cockfist. But anyway, let's move on. With the NXT review, we had the big tag team match. We had the Ascension and literally Connor. How ironic is that? Connor, there you go. And Rick Victor versus Hideo Itami and Finn Balor. And the whole highlight of this match was that Finn Balor finally came out with the paint. The thing you've all been wanting since he debuted in WWE, where's the paint? We want the paint. Oh my God, we need that paint. And today he came out to a WrestleMania type entrance. Let's not kid ourselves.
Yeah, no kidding.
That entrance got me fucking hyped as I was seeing Cockfist tonight. But besides that, that entrance was just so hyped. Like, I always talk about my reviews trying to feel like you're larger than life. That's what he did tonight. Like Finn Balor, he's not the biggest guy in the world, but the way he came out with the body paint and his entrance and the heartbeat and the lights and the music, God! I was getting chills. Chills, man.
I think the character is from John Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean.
No, he was dressed as Carnage.
No, but he had the dreadlocks in the beginning.
Oh, Jack Sparrow, you mean?
Jack Sparrow. I don't. That was the gimmick. That was the character he's trying to copy. Which I'm surprised. If you think about it, you'd think the WWE would try to have him do his own thing because they don't want to get sued, right, by their competition. Remember, Disney and all these companies are their competition, right?
Yeah.
But again,
that entrance just like chills down my spine, and I was just so fucking so amped. Like, that's what made Jeff Hardy unique in the WWE was that Jeff Hardy, not the biggest guy in the world, not the most charismatic guy in the world, but when you saw him come out in the face paint and do the hump dance, you're like, yeah, Jeff Hardy. With Finn Balor, when he came out crawling and the fucking heartbeat and the lights and the music, like, that was just like, oh my God.
Can I ask you the question?
Chills.
Can I ask you the question? Because of what happened tonight, right? Do you guys feel that Hideo Itami has become the Marty Jannetty?
No.
Not Marty Jannetty, but definitely.
He
got overshadowed tonight.
Yeah. Finn Balor
overshadowed.
Like the strongest one there. Well.
Yeah, because he came out Hideo came out so bored. He came out and was like.
Nice.
That's all he did.
Didn't cock fist. That's the problem.
Cock fist.
Like, I feel like, yeah, they really kind of shot themselves in the foot here by having them team up together and shit. So that's the vibe I get, of course. But
Finn Balor definitely is the priority now.
Indeed. But the match itself was a fun little match, a fun little match. Even though, we kind of saw the same thing from back a couple weeks ago, to an extent.
Yeah, I just felt this match was kind of disappointing because I was hoping this would be the tag match. Like, Lucha Dragons and Vaudevillains, I thought that was going to be a high-octane tag match, but instead it was like a simple formula booking match. So I was saying, okay, this match will be high-octane, and that's good. It was a simple formula booking match minus the ending. The ending spots, all awesome stuff. But before Hideo got the hot tag, it was just such a simple match, and I was just left kind of disappointed. I mean, this is not a bad match because the ending and Balor's entrance kind of saved this match a little bit, but it was just kind of like the middle of the match. You can literally fast forward until you get to freaking Hideo hot tagging Balor, because that's when the match actually picks up and actually becomes pretty good. But it was just like, this match was just kind of disappointing for me. I was expecting a lot more. It did deliver to the good category, which I thought this match would be, because I figured Balor and Hideo would have to carry Connor and Victor's dumbass to a good match. So yeah.
Indeed, yeah, absolutely. I agree with that 100% as well. But yeah, this match, it was a fun little match. Like, I kind of agree with what Jay was saying too. But yeah, you knew going in that Hideo Itami and Finn Balor were going to win this match. To my understanding, this is the Ascension's final match on NXT, since they'll be moving up to the main roster sometime this upcoming week.
How big was that pop when Kenta? Oh fuck. Sorry. When Hideo Itami looked like he was about to hit the GTS, how big was that?
Yeah, oh my god.
Oh my god, dude. Like, he got him on the shoulders, I was like, no.
I think they were like, yeah, fuck it, why not, right? I mean, it makes sense now since Punk is gone now. Punk is gone, so why not? Let him use GTS now. I think it's only fair. The thing with that as well, like, come on, do you really want to see him have his finisher being some, knee or a kick?
Yeah, and the thing is, like, the move he does now, it's like the flying knee. That's Brian's finisher. Brian stole that from Kenta too, and it's like the double foot stomp. Like, it's just such a weak finisher, man. Like, I'm sorry. Like, everyone does it now. Yeah, it's overplayed. Like, everyone does it now. It doesn't look as vicious. Like, when Senshi, low-key, Cabal, whatever the hell you want to call him, first pulled that out, oh, fuck. But it was like now, like, in the States-wise at least. But now it's like, everyone does that. Like, Cesaro does it. Why do I care? It's a foot stomp. So, but also, idiot commentary from that doofus. He called the Avalanche DDT a brainbuster suplex. He called Kenta's running knee a diving drop kick.
These comments need to get fired, yo. Seriously.
How do you call that? It's an Avalanche DDT. It's not a brainbuster suplex. The fuck are you watching? Oh.
I don't know. But yeah, though. Gentlemen, Thrash Maniac, OK Faye, Walter, what you guys thought about this match? And Devitt's or Balor's entrance overall?
I guess I'll go first on this, but first, drinking some nice water out of my Mania 30 cup that I got a McDonald's cup inside, so I'm not actually drinking out of this. But
so was there a brand split for that though?
Hey, is Cockfist on that cup?
Cockfist?
Is he on a cup?
Nope. Sadly, no.
Don't buy that cup. It's terrible.
No Cockfist.
Anyways, I thought this was a really good match, personally. I enjoyed this match, but oh my god, Balor's entrance. Holy mother of God. It was amazing. It'll be cool if Finn Balor actually does get a WrestleMania match and he has that entrance. Imagine the crowd.
They have to do something different, though.
That will look so beautiful, like, in the future. Like, especially if you're in an indoor arena. Oh my God! Could you imagine those lights? That would be like that would be like a WrestleMania entrance where you're just like, fuck, like, damn.
It would be one of the best entrances ever.
No, then Triple H will trump it with a fucking awesome entrance because he always has an awesome entrance because he's the game mug.
Indeed.
Game mug.
Hey, you know what? I just thought of something. You know what they should do with Cockfist? Remember when Shawn Michaels, like, fucking WrestleMania 12, like, flew down with that little thing around his thing? Like, like he glided down. They should do that with Cockfist. They should have Cockfist glide down to the ring as he Superman punches Brock Lesnar to the ground. I think it'd be amazing.
I don't think they'll do that, though. You got to remember, a lot of things have happened a while back, a couple years back with Owens.
It won't hurt. Cockfist falls 30 feet from the ground. It's nothing to him. He gets up. He's like, believe that. And he just walks to the ring dead.
Believe.
He'll know it's not that shit.
Let's hope so. But, I mean, again, let's see what happens. But, again, is that OK Fabe, Knowledge of Wrestling, your thoughts on the match and Balor's entrance?
Balor's entrance was pretty much everything that everybody was already saying. It was like freaking, like, oh my god, amazing, epic, everything that we were kind of hoping it for. I mean, it's no Cockfist, but it'll do. But the match itself, I don't think it was horrible or bad. I mean, to piggyback off what Chase was saying in terms of, okay, we had the Lucha Dragons versus Vaudevillains, which is meh, and we were hoping this would kind of be a whole lot better, especially with Balor and Tommy in it. But I think it was an okay match, but it wasn't as good as I think a lot of us were hoping and expecting it to be because of who was involved in the match. We thought, like, holy crap, it's going to be like a fucking car crash, a car wreck, and every chaos and great thing. It was okay it was better than the Lucha Dragons tag team title match, but just not quite up to the level that at least I was hoping for from the four of these guys. It was still okay, just not as good as I know they can do.
Okay. Knowledge of Wrestling.
Yeah, Finn Balor's entrance had the whole internet jizzing, man. I swear, everyone was just marking out over that.
More than Cockfist? More than the Cockfist?
Just as much. I don't know yet, but
nothing beats the Cockfist.
But that entrance is awesome. I don't know if he'll wear the face paint weekly. I think that's just for the specials.
I think so.
But overall, the tag team match was good. It could have been better, like you guys said. But the right guys, I guess, went over. So But yeah, Finn Balor looks like he's gonna get the bigger push.
Most likely, yeah. The guy's a star. Like, you look at him,
No.
he's an established star already. Like, there's no reason why he shouldn't be on developmental right now.
But Balor has like the. See, the thing is, but there's a lot of guys on the NXT roster that I can see potential in them. But Balor tonight, like and I don't say this about a lot of smaller guys. Everyone who knows my channel knows this. But Balor took it to that level tonight where I'm saying, Jesus fucking Christ, this guy has some charisma and aura around him that just reminds me of Jeff Hardy minus the hump dance. If he had a hump dance,
and I'm not just saying that because right now I am wearing a Bullet Club T-shirt. I'm not saying
that. Laugh too sweet.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, again, just amazing. Finn Balor's a star in the making.
Yeah, I agree with that because
like,
I hope they don't mess up with him.
I'm gonna go on a limb right now. The best way to debut him, 2015 Royal Rumble.
No, best way you debut him, Raw after WrestleMania. Come on, man.
No, have him appear like that, and then have him come back at Raw after Mania. That's what I'm saying.
No, like what Rusev.
But yeah, enough about that. After this, we had the NXT Divas title match.
Women's, get it right.
My bad, women's. Sorry.
Yeah, shit.
Holy fuck.
You are all over the place tonight.
Hey, man, I'm excited. Crap, what the fuck?
I know.
It's an exciting day. Come on now. Like, yo, how often did WWE give us a good show? Holy crap. You know? But the business needs right now. But, yeah, this Divas, women's title match.
Thank you.
Was there.
You thought it was just there?
There to amazing.
Okay.
It started off as there, then it kicked up. And it's like, wow. And to think that this past Monday on Raw, Charlotte lost to Natalya, which made no sense whatsoever, in my opinion. And now, because again, think about it, like, for a fact that Charlotte's gonna come up real soon. Why have her losing her debut match like that? If you're gonna promote NXT and all of that, which I didn't agree with, and considering the fact that at the first NXT special, Charlotte beat Natalya.
Second.
My bad. Second. I'm sorry. Gosh.
We just love getting you to go cheat. God.
Yeah, we love to talk. We want to see you talk about the brand split one day, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, this match was amazing though. An amazing match. Back and forth. I'll be honest. Going into it, I thought Sasha Banks was gonna take it because Charlotte wanted to be in roster soon.
Yeah, but
the spot at the end, holy crap! That bow down to the queen. I don't know what they call it now, but I still call it bow down to the queen.
They call it the natural selection now.
There you go, natural selection. It's funny. I was talking to PW Outsider on Facebook on the PM during this match. He was like, "Yo, Sasha Banks looks like a fucking tranny, right?"
Shut up. No, don't say that about my girl. No.
But then again, look at Charlotte though. Like, yo, Charlotte looks like Ric Flair, literally with longer hair. And I think what's the dude's name in TNA? Bram is actually married to her.
Yeah, Bram's married to Charlotte.
In real life, it's like, yo, can you imagine them piping? Did you picture Ric Flair,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. The NXT specials, you know how TNA back in the day, they had their niche where they would always have that great X Division match? The NXT specials have their niche. They'll put on a great women's match. Because we don't get much of those on WWE, pay-per-view-wise or TV-wise. But if you look at every special, starting from Arrival, it started with Paige and Emma. Then we got Natty versus Charlotte. Charlotte versus Bayley. And now Charlotte versus Sasha. Like, holy crap. These are great women's matches. Like, for anyone that like watching mainstream wrestling, WWE wrestling, and you need your divas, women's, whatever you want to call them, fixed, go watch an NXT special. Go watch all 4 of these divas matches, and you'll be like, you know what? Those 4 matches better than all the other women's matches I have seen in the past. These two went at it, and I called it here on the Heel Steven channel. I said this would be an amazing match, and it was.
This is not my channel, right?
The Team Heel podcast, Heel Steven, same channel. You're hosting it.
Yeah, but it's not on my channel, though. But right now, it's not on my channel. It's on the Team Heel podcast channel, though.
On the Team Heel podcast channel, I called it. I said this would be a great match, and it was a great match between these two women. Loved it. I thought Sasha was going to win at some points because she is currently my favorite diva on the WWE roster. She did not win. It's all right. It's all right because I did get to see Cockfist earlier tonight, so I was okay with that. But this was a great match. Great match between these two women. Definitely check it out. Better than Natty and Charlotte? No, not really. But this was really, really good stuff. Like I was just like sitting there, like, oh, the transitions, just great stuff. Yeah.
Indeed, absolutely in this. Thrash Maniac.
Oh, I guess I got woken from the dead thanks to Chase and his cock-fisting crap.
You'll accept it. You'll accept it. Just accept it. Future star.
But
World
anyway,
champ.
But anyways, I thought this was a really good match. I definitely didn't think this match was better than Charlotte and Natalya, or even Charlotte and Bayley, but it was still really good. I thought. I mean, Charlotte winning, I kind of saw that coming. I think what's going to happen is Charlotte's probably going to drop the belt to Bayley on the next special, probably, and then go to the main roster.
Who knows at this point? Knowledge of wrestling.
Yeah, I think this match was another awesome match because, you don't get a lot of good women's wrestling in WWE, the main roster, or even TNA to an extent. ROH doesn't even have women's wrestling, so NXT is probably the spot to go. Like I said, to watch fucking women's wrestling. But yeah, overall, I thought Sasha Banks was gonna win. I was very impressed by her. Like, yeah, she definitely won me over tonight. But Charlotte got the win, and I don't know if they're gonna put her in the main roster soon. I don't know yet, but yeah, it's hard to tell who's gonna take that title off of her now.
Indeed. Okay, it really is right now, but we'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen. After this, what did we have?
The main event.
The main event of the evening. There you go. Adrian Neville versus Sami Zayn for the NXT World Title.
Fuck.
Wow.
Shit, dog. Minus that last rep bump, great fucking. Like,
yeah, I think that last bump was a botch.
That last rep bump was kind of not needed, but the rest of the match was just fuck.
Amazing storytelling. Amazing storytelling by NXT here, by both men here. Amazing storytelling.
Like they just killed it, man. Like, when was the last time we seen a WWE pay-per-view / special event, whatever you want to call them, have like that one-on-one match that just delivered, like, just great like stuff? You know, when was the last time we watched like a pay-per-view or special event and we saw that one-on-one match and we're like, shit, dude, this felt like it was a big deal. And just the crowd, the way they introduced them, how the match played out, the ending, just like
Sami Zayn, like, holy crap.
Yeah, dude, just a great match, Like I said, that last rep bump, it was kind of like just like random as fuck. Like Sami Zayn with the title and stuff, and then he was like cursing a lot, so it was kind of like they had to like bleep him out, so you couldn't really hear what the commentators were saying. Like, it was kind of like, you didn't really need that spot. I can understand why they put it in there, but I didn't think it was a necessary spot. And if you were going to do that spot, you should have had Neville kick Zayn in the head and do the red arrow and the false finish there. Because, fuck it, you're a false finishing anyways with the Koji clutch. Why not just do a false finish with the red arrow? Make it where it's like, oh my god, no one has ever kicked out of the red arrow, but Sami Zayn did. So it shows that Adrian Neville hit all his stops to try to beat Sami Zayn. But it is what it is. It was still a great match. Still
amazing match.
Yeah, it was really. I was just enthralled watching it. Like, beginning was good. It started off like it had a good pace throughout the match. It wasn't like bang bang bang. It was like started off with the chain wrestling, then move on to their kind of like solid moves that they would hit on any other opponent. Then goes to the signature moves. That Koji clutch spot though. That was a perfect ball submission spot. That was a great ball submission spot. I really thought Neville was going to tap. I was like, Jesus, they're going to end the match this early? Like, they haven't even hit all the other signature moves. And
Exactly.
yeah.
That was one thing about me, I'm a big mark for the Koji clutch. No pun intended. But overall, though, this match was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
At the end of the match, you had all the guys in the back, including Kevin Owens, coming out to congratulate Sami Zayn. They had the streamers come down. They're all celebrating, whatever. And out in comes Adrian Neville. Zayn drops the belt. They're about to shake hands. Neville kicks his leg out, his arm out, whatever, for a hug instead. And they hug it out in the middle of the ring.
That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. And that's it. They go off the air, and after going off the air, I think they kick off the post show, right? They're kicking off the post show, and you see, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn walking back, and out of nowhere, boom, the heel turn happened.
Yeah, Kevin Owens just turned heel just like that, attacked Sami Zayn. Chris predicted this on David's show, so I have to give him props on that one. I didn't think the WWE would do something like this, have an Owens versus Zayn feud on NXT so early, just because, Kevin Owens still has to pay his dues type of deal, that thing. Like, you wouldn't think that he would just jump over the hierarchy and have it where, he's going to be facing for the title right away. But, man, they're going to have the Owens versus Zayn feud, right away. So that's pretty cool if you're an ROH fan. And, I watched ROH back when these two were going at it, and that was a great feud. So it's like, it's what ROH, NXT's taking what ROH should have done. Feud these two over the ROH title. Screw whatever the fuck you're doing with Davey Dickards back in the day. Give it to Kevin Owens and freaking Kevin Steen and El Generico. But no, they were like, oh, we got to push Davey Dickards and Roderick Strong and Eddie Edwards. But whatever. It is what it is.
Jim Cornette.
Vanilla Midget.
Yeah,
Jim
but
Cornette, man.
And I gotta say, Adrian Neville, he did great tonight in his role. I know Sami Zayn's gonna get all the love and the credit for finally winning the title, but Adrian Neville was just perfect tonight. He was on money. This is why this guy is gonna have a pretty successful career in the WWE as long as he doesn't get fucked over too bad on the main roster. Because this guy can play any role. He's shown that he's not just a guy that goes out there and just does kicks and flips. He's shown that he can tell us he's massively improved since he first entered the WWE. At first I said, Pac, I was like, I guess Evan Bourne, he will do the Evan Bourne stuff, but Evan Bourne can actually technical wrestle, so that can take Evan Bourne to the next level. But I didn't think Adrian Neville would ever reach that level, and he has, man. He's reached that level where he can be a big player for the WWE as long as they don't hold him back too much,
I agree 100% with that.
Yeah.
Now, we're talking about, now the Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn feud now. Like you were saying, Chase, this has potential to be like the ROH back in the day, but with a bigger budget.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's what I'm saying. They're doing what ROH should have done. It should have been Steen versus Generico for the ROH World Title. But instead, they wasted it. Why? This is great. This is smart booking by the WWE. I barely say this, that it's smart booking by the WWE, but this is, these guys have a history. You want to give Sami Zayn an opponent. Look, Tyson Kidd, he can't face for a belt. I love Tyler Breeze's character. Him and Sami Zayn for the belt, that's boring. I'm sorry. That's not going to get me watching NXT every week.
I'll say this right now. They're going to start building this up. I'd say, if anything, you don't have them touch until the next NXT special, which is likely to be during WrestleMania Access for 31.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I do it. But, again, just build this shit as much as you can. All right? And, again, I cannot wait. I really can't. After that, Owens power bombs, Zayn on the fucking on the ringside apron, and there you go. That's NXT REvolution for you.
Awesome show.
Amazing show.
But the match itself, yeah, definitely one of my top 10 matches. Maybe top 5. Fuck that. But the match was, great. Terrific storytelling.
Indeed.
I thought this match was amazing too. I mean, coming up whenever TLC happens, the day after, I'm going to be doing my top 20 pay-per-view matches of WWE list, but if this were for everything, this match, no doubt, number one. No doubt. If it was for everything in WWE, Raw, SmackDown, main event, whatever, NXT combined.
I don't know. That Daniel Bryan Triple H match, man.
Yeah, indeed. Absolutely.
Yeah, that Daniel Bryan Triple H match tops this one. Like, the only thing missing from Daniel Bryan Triple H was the epic moment where Triple H grabs a sledgehammer and looks up to the fucking sky. Like, that was the only thing missing in that Daniel Bryan Triple H match to make it, like, awesome. So
Fatal 4-way match was good too on NXT.
yeah, that was pretty good.
Absolutely. But now, guys, let's move on now here. Let's talk about... What are we talking about now? Oh, yeah. So, this Sunday is TLC.
Yeah.
Not too thrilled about this, but what? Let's just run through this real quick as fast as we can, okay? The kickoff show...
I'll be right back.
That's Chase Oliver for you.
Don't go cock-fisting yourself, you dummy.
I heard that. Anywho, you know, again, let's try to run as fast as we can with this. Kicks off with the pre-show. You have the new Day versus Golden Stardust. Which, come on, it's kind of sad if you think about it. It's Golden Stardust were the former tag team champions, and you have them have a match on the pre-show against a team that just brought up, and they have them on their debut episode of Raw. I don't care who wins this match, to be honest. I don't know about you guys.
New Day, oh yeah.
Okay. That's you for you.
New Day. Oh, I thought I was about to die right there.
Hey, it happens. After this, you have again, I'm not going any order here. All right, AJ Lee and fucking Nikki Bella for the title. Rumors going that AJ Lee's leaving the WWE after this paper. So if that happens, then yeah, I'm gonna go with Nikki Bella here. TLC match: Bray Wyatt and Dean Ambrose for the TLC match. Should be an amazing match. But the problem here is though, I don't know, because one has to win, one has to lose here. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, he's back.
Oh no. Well, you know what? I'm gonna try to bring my special friend out here for this moment.
No, only I'm here right now, okay? Hey, Steven, how's it going?
I do, Mr. Chase Bolivar.
Good. Chase said that he didn't want to talk about TLC. I don't know why, but it's going to be an awesome show. I don't know why he's so excited for it. It's going to be better than that WWE Survivor Series. Oh, what a terrible pay-per-view that was.
And there goes the wrestling bear for you. But anywho, yeah, I guess I can agree with you on that as well. After this, again, I'm not going in any order here. Rusev and Jack Swagger makes no type of sense to me. What's the point? Rusev already beat him once and twice. He's been called a quitter numerous times by JBL.
Yeah, hey, Rusev and Swagger put on great, amazing matches. The crowd were into them. These are great matches. I don't know why everyone is upset that Jack Swagger's getting another push. Look, your people were into him back in the summertime. Why can't you just be happy? Seriously, it's awesome that Jack Swagger's getting this opportunity. Thanks to Bo Dallas.
Hey, wait a minute. We're supposed to be helping out Chase, Bo Dallas right now?
Yeah, I came over to Chase's house to go watch NXT Takeover REvolution, which was awesome. But yeah, I'm going back. I'm flying on to Orlando, and I'm training with Bo. By the way, Bo is doing great. He is doing amazing. His leg is feeling better. He's at 200% strength. That's how much strength Bo Dallas has right now. So he's going to be amazing when he comes back. But back to what I was saying, Jack Swagger, he is the man right now, thanks to Bo Dallas, and he will beat that mean old bad Rusev. Rusev will lose.
Okay, Rusev will lose here.
So I will prevail.
Okay. After this, you have Luke Harper versus Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental title in a ladder match.
Boo Ziggler, he sucks. Loser, garbage, sticky. Harper.
It will not make sense to have him win the belt after he just lost. I mean, come on. The last thing you want to do is make that belt.
But the internet would cry if Dolph Ziggler doesn't win.
Hey, let them cry then. Let them suffer.
I was crying at the end of Survivor Series. Why would you let a TNA/WCW like reject named Sting come out there and then have him help Ziggler win. Seth Rollins is a better competitor than Dolph Ziggler. What the heck is WWE thinking right there? Just makes me so angry.
I don't know, man. I don't know. After this, we have, I believe, Eric Rowan versus The Big Show in a stairs match.
Eric Rowan is amazing. I love Eric Rowan. Chase just hates this guy, says he's terrible. He calls him Garbage Man. What's so bad about Eric Rowan? Eric Rowan is great. This guy is awesome. He can do a roundhouse kick. I think this guy just has everything together. I think this guy, let me just say right now, him versus Luke Harper at WrestleMania 31 for the Intercontinental title. And think about what it will do for Eric Rowan's career. It will make him into a main eventer, people. This is what will happen. And I'm so glad the Big Show is being such a good sport. Unlike Mark Henry, he's being such a good sport in putting Eric Rowan over. This is going to be a tremendous match. I won't be surprised if it's match of the night.
You listen here, Chase Bolivar. You listen to me loud and clear. Eric Rowan is gonna get killed, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, you think you're negative, man. You just gotta go out there and believe.
Wow. Wow.
What if I don't like neither of these guys?
What do you want? What do you want?
Oh no.
I gotta say, I think it's gonna be a fun match. I think the Garbage Man is gonna win and find a way to win. I'm out of here.
Sweet.
There goes the wrestling bear for you now. Back to hibernate.
I will take that bear and kill it and cut it up and eat it.
That's not
very nice.
Then again, I'm not about being nice. I'm all about being honest.
Okay, why do you have like a cereal box under your mask, Mr. Lamb guy? Mr. Sheep.
I am not Mr. Lamb guy. I am asleep, and I am back after I had a bad aneurysm. And because of that, my voice has gotten deeper and crazy. And thanks to that, I am now negative and honest about everything. And I have to say to Chase Bolivar here that Eric Rowan sucks complete dick.
Okay.
Now, here, I'm going to do something right now. Mew! This is my positive force field. You are not allowed to enter my bone-leaving force field at all. So stop with the negativity. Anything you say that's negative gets bounced off this force field and back to you. So I'm not listening to anything you say.
Okay.
I can just punch through that force field with my bare fist.
Alrighty then, let's move on now to the main event. The main event here. We have John Cena versus Seth Rollins in a tables match where Cena loses. He no longer gets a shot at the WWE World Heavyweight title.
Guys, this is going to be awesome. This is why. Seth Rollins is going to win this match right here. Now listen to me real closely, okay? Seth Rollins is going to win this match. Thus, John Cena will have to bring back the Authority so that way John Cena can turn heel once and for all. Woohoo! It's going to be awesome, and that will lead to an awesome John Cena versus Roman Reigns match. Oh, at WrestleMania. Because no one wants to see that loser, part-timing piece of crap, Brock Lesnar, at the Mania event. Excuse my language here, I'm sorry. I just don't like Brock Lesnar. He annoys me.
Hey, he's behind you. Look, Brock is behind you. Run!
No, he's not. He's not behind me. I would have sensed it. He's negative. I sense all negative energy coming towards me. But anyways, John Cena will lose this match, turn heel, bring back the Authority, screw Seth Rollins over, turning Seth Rollins babyface. Oh, it'd be awesome.
That would be awesome, honestly.
Well, guys, this wraps up.
That would be awesome.
Wraps up TLC.
Hey, Steven, thanks for letting me back on the show, man. I gotta go back to Florida. I gotta help our leader, Bo Dallas, get back to.
Oh my God, Bo is glowing!
Hey, wait up. Wait. Before you leave.
He's fine. I can see behind the camera. I'm not blind. But I'll see you all later. Remember, guys, everything that WWE does is awesome. All you have to do is
Wait, Chase Bulver, I got one thing to ask you.
He's gone.
And you had to leave on me. I'll come to your house, find your sex toy present you were giving to Bo Dallas, and throw it in
Oh
a
yeah, I'm getting flagged. I am getting flagged.
lay on the sheep asleep. I do things that are wrong.
Oh, yeah, we're getting flagged. Yes, we are.
Now,
We're getting flagged, dude.
oh no, don't come back in here.
He's
Seth
back in
Rollins,
there.
you're getting the John Cena treatment, motherfucker. Okay? Whether you like it or not. Cesaro's been through it. Damian Sandow's been through it. Who else has been through it? Bray Wyatt's been through it. It's your turn, Seth Rollins.
All right. Where were we now? That was TLC. Now let's talk about Ring of Honor's final battle.
Oh God.
At this moment, I wish OK Fabe was here, but fortunately he's not. And I'm aware that most likely Chase, Oliver, and Thrash didn't watch the pay-per-view. I'm aware of that.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't watch
Hey,
it.
first off, I finally read the sheep asleep out of here. Stole his mask, so I won't see him unless he tries to invade me again. I apologize for the sheep asleep ruining the show, but I kicked his ass, took his mask back, and yeah, hopefully I don't see him again, but I doubt that.
Okay. Well, we're talking about final battle here, and now again, I'm aware that Chase and Levi didn't watch. Did you guys watch it by any chance? Did you watch it?
Nope.
I watched it.
You did?
So I'm the Lone Ranger who didn't see it.
So, what were your thoughts on the pay-per-view, Chase?
I thought it was like I haven't seen a full ROH show except for War. I don't count War of the Worlds of just a single ROH show. It was fine. Like I liked the main event match. I thought that was fucking awesome. But other than that, like a lot of the matches just kind of like, you know, like they looked like they were going somewhere with them, but then they kind of just like fell flat, you know. So main event match was definitely the match of the night for me. I thought that was awesome.
I thought overall, because again, I heard a lot of people's reviews saying, "Oh, it was amazing, got your money's worth." Now that is if you're watching it from home. Now, what me and Alex are going to give you the perspective of someone who attended the show. As you all know, myself and Alex Wrestling, we attended this pay-per-view this past Sunday at Terminal 5 in New York City. Now, here's my problem with the show. It had nothing to do with the wrestling, but it had a lot to do with the venue. The venue itself was a giant clusterfuck. All right? Terminal 5 has to be the worst venue to do a wrestling show. It's small, okay? When we bought our tickets, it said premium general admission. Meaning, okay, it's general admission, but with the premium, you know, I'm assuming it's big. It's more than general admission. We get there. We show them our tickets. And it turns out that premium general admission is the same shit as general admission, and it's standing section only.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. We had to stand for 3 fucking hours.
More than that.
More than that, yeah, but you get the idea, though. And the last thing you want to have is people chanting, "We want chairs. We want chairs."
Yeah, so okay, that makes sense because like I was like sometimes like some matches the crowd would be kind of dead, and I'm like, Jesus, why is the crowd dead sometimes? But that can make sense because like everyone was tired. Yeah, that makes sense now.
Here's my thing, right? And I don't blame Ring of Honor. I blame their decision overall. Because it's obvious that Ring of Honor is trying to become a mainstream company.
Yeah.
You can tell they are. And mind you, we weren't the only ones that felt this. There were numerous people who attended the show as well who felt the same way. There were people that went to the first ROH show this past Sunday and they had a bad experience because they did not know that they paid for standing section only. They're like, yo, this is bullshit. I'm not coming back no more. I'm done with this. It's crap. And I can't blame them because, again, listen, if you're Ring of Honor, if you're Joe Koff and Kerry Silkin, and you want more eyes on your product, you try to make this a mainstream, the last thing you want to do is have people who are coming in for the first time stand there for more than 3 hours while they're watching a pay-per-view.
Especially because, no offense to the IWC, but we all know the IWC is not like the most healthiest group of people. Like, for them, like they don't like walking all that much. Let's just be real here when it comes to the IWC. Like, we can all admit that most of them are overweight, not athletic whatsoever.
No, there was a fat fuck, obese fat fuck sitting by the wall behind.
That's what I'm saying.
His belly was like, holy shit. Like, and I felt bad because, like, yo, like, I'm sure this guy paid for, for a chair and shit. And you would think, because the guy was so out of shape and he was sweating like crazy, that they would actually
get him a chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, see, that's what I'm saying. It's like, Jesus, you're good. Like, wrestling shows, like, I'll tell you this from my experiences. I don't know how often you guys stand during wrestling shows, but I like to sit down, and I only stand when I see, like, a sick spot or a sick pinfall finish or something like that. That's when I'm standing and stuff, but most of the time, I like to sit down. I don't know if you guys are like that, but for me, when I go live, like, I'm screaming and yelling, but I can sit down and do that. Like, I don't need to be standing up. Like, if anything, that just makes me more tired because after a wrestling show, no matter what type of show I go to, I just feel exhausted and drained. And it's like the last thing I want to do is be walking way too much. Like, I just want to get in my car and sit down or get on my train and sit down. You know what I'm saying? So, dude, that must have sucked for y'all, man. Like, I bet you all were just tired just trying to get out of the arena.
Exactly. And there's also, during the show, there was a guy who sat in front of us who got so drunk that throughout the whole show, you think about what Ring of Honor shows, okay? You're going to get those fans that will start numerous WWE chants.
Stupid chants.
You'll get the, let's go Cena, Cena sucks. Let's go Cena, Cena sucks. Or you get the CM Punk, or the, what's the other WWE chant going around right now? That's like, whatever.
Yes.
AJ Lee,
Oh,
AJ Lee, and he was heckling the people in the audience. He was heckling. It's funny because we saw Solid Monster going to Solid Monster attended the show with one of his friends, and I think his friend was heckling the fat guy as well. It was back and forth, and literally everybody was telling this fat fuck to shut the fuck up. That was annoying. And it got to a point, like, before the main event even started, that he got kicked out of the venue. The next thing you see security guards come in, they're grabbing him, right? Forcibly grabbing him and shit. And they're by this hallway, right? Because the way you get in, right? You go through this hallway. It's a long-ass hallway, right? And as he was leaving the hallway, he pushes one of the security guards and shit, one of the police officers and crap. And the guy goes flying, like, holy shit, right? And as we're leaving the show, we see police officers arresting this guy with an ambulance and shit, and his pants are falling down. Like, literally, you see his ass is showing.
yeah.
Mind you, New York City, December, cold as fuck, you kind of get the idea. But again...
And not to mention he was drunk, so it's like that makes it worse.
Exactly. And the thing about it, though, again, all these things as well, how do you expect fans to come back?
I don't know. That just sounds like a terrible live experience. Like,
exactly.
like I bet you if I went, like, I'd just be like, yeah, Steven Walter, it was cool meeting you guys, but what the fuck was this? This was terrible.
It got to a point, I'm sure you know the YouTuber Gilbert Blaze, right?
Mm-hmm.
He would actually attend the show as well. I didn't meet up with him or anything like that. I met up with Killer O'Demons, aka Peter Gilmore. I'm sure he had the bad experience as well. But according, to people that that told me that, Gilbert Blaze, apparently he got the 3rd level, and apparently throughout the show he walked out because apparently he was watching it through a screen, whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's a rock bar. It's a rock nightclub with a bar, right?
Yeah, because I've heard of a Terminal 5 here in LA. It sounds just like a club. It's a club here in LA.
And there's screens around the area showing the event. And here's the thing about it, okay? People were chanting Hammerstein, Hammerstein, because they wanted to go back to the Hammerstein Ballroom, and we all know why they can't go back, because they can't rent the venue no more because it's too expensive, and because TNA has got there as well, which I'll get into also in a little bit. But overall, though, the wrestling wise, it was amazing, good wrestling. Okay, from the opening match, it was the four-corner survival. It was Mark Briscoe, Caprice Coleman, Jimmy Jacobs, and fucking Hanson. You all knew in this match that Hanson was gonna win. This was this was the match to enhance Hanson, to show what he can do. You can just tell that in 2015 they're gonna do something with him. I'm not saying world heavyweight title, but more like the TV title. That's the direction they're trying to go with him. You can tell.
I was surprised Jimmy Jacobs was still wrestling. In all honesty, I sat there and I was like, "What the fuck? He's still wrestling?" I didn't even know he was I saw him enter and I was like, "Jimmy Jacobs?" I was just like that. I'm like, "Is he still with Zach Gowen doing whatever the fuck they were doing, like that with Truth Martini?" So I was like, "Oh, okay."
No. After this, you had Well, what did you have after this? No, just help me out here, bro. You were there at the show.
After this, we had Roderick Strong versus Adam Page.
There you go. This match was a fun match. Okay, there was a woman in the crowd with the sign saying, "My Christmas gift, I want to see Roderick Strong retire." That was the sign. That was the sign, literally, in the front row, right? Lucky for the bitch, she had a fucking seat, but it is what it is. And I think she was, maybe Adam Page's girlfriend or whatever the fuck it was. And the match was fun. It was back and forth. At the end, Roddy locks in the stronghold, but Adam Page passes out. He doesn't tap, he passes out, meaning that, Roddy wins the match. And the bitch out of nowhere starts getting all PO'd and shit, but, come on. I'm sure it was all work. Yeah. But that's that, That's that. I'm surprised that Roddy hasn't been picked up by WWE or TNA. I'm surprised.
Because he sucks.
Because mic skills are garbage, that's why.
Yeah, Roderick Strong, he's like the freaking Steve Corino of our generation, where it's like, he's good enough on the indies, but you put him in a mainstream company and he'll just choke. Like, this guy was in TNA for a while, and he just was like a life sucker in the X Division. Like, he just like sucked the life out of any X Division match he was in, because he would always want to get his spots in. Like, one thing I'll say about Roderick Strong, I view him as like such a selfish wrestler, in the sense where he needs to get all his spots in, and if he doesn't, you can tell he just half-asses most of his matches. And I've watched a lot of Roderick Strong matches, and I think I'm fair to say that assumption of him from what I've seen. But it just seems like every time it was an X Division match and he wasn't getting his spots, he was like, "Fuck this," and he would just half-ass the rest of the match. He's just not like, he's like Austin Aries, but not as entertaining as Austin Aries. Like, if that's a good comparison. But he's definitely the Steve Corino of this generation.
Okay. That's that. After that, we had Michael Elgin versus Tommaso Ciampa.
This was a good match.
It was a good match, but at the same time, you can tell the crowd didn't give a shit about this match.
Yeah, no, like, the crowd was dead. I like this match because I like Tommaso Ciampa. He's like that one guy where I'm just like, how come TNA doesn't sign him? Like, I just don't get why TNA doesn't take a chance on this dude. Michael Elgin, I'm a huge fan of, so,
I'll say this right now. If Elgin never opened his mouth,
mm-hmm.
what he said, I think Elgin would still be the Ring of Honor World Champion. And the main event, the final battle, would have been Elgin versus Ciampa. That would have been the main event of this pay-per-view. But it wasn't. It wasn't. Another critique of the show, throughout the show, the lights were going on and off. I don't know if you noticed it on TV, but the lights.
Yeah, I noticed there was something weird. There was like some technical errors
with the lights, and they were botching they had the Titantron there, right? And they were botching entrances and shit. They were botching it. Holy shit! Your biggest show of the year. Your biggest show of the year.
The setup looked better, but damn, man.
Yeah.
Just the venue itself.
The venue sucked. The venue sucked.
The crowd hated it, and the crowd was not as good as the one in Hammerstein. I could tell you that for sure.
Exactly. And we'll get into a little more in a little bit as well. After this, you had Elgin got the win here. You can tell he's gonna be a heel.
It works for him, I guess.
Yeah, it works for him. But his new theme song, fuck. It's garbage. It's trash. No sell. No sell.
Old one at least.
See, that's the problem I have with with Ring of Honor is like these people can choose like theme songs from actual bands, and it's like, dude, you guys just have terrible music taste. Stop. That's why I like TNA and WWE, because they'll give a theme song that fits the character. It's just like in Ring of Honor most of the time, especially when like Jay Lethal, like what the fuck was he coming out to? I was like, the hell. So we'll get to that later. But, yeah, like that doesn't fit Jay Lethal to me. Like that.
Yeah, especially when he came out to imitate Ric Flair and she came out to that theme song's like, yeah. But we'll get to that later. But after this, you had the 6-person tag. You had the Young Bucks and ACH versus the Addiction, formerly known as.
Why was ACH wearing a Bullet Club shirt, Steven? Is he a part of it now?
I think what it was because he's teaming up with the Young Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
And
who are in the Bullet Club.
Who are in the Bullet Club, who coming in representing New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Okay. Oh, okay. So
why not? Like, blend in, right? Just blend in. Can you think about it too? The Addiction and they all came out to run yellow or whatever it was to an extent as well. This match was obviously the match of the night, without a doubt.
I like the main event more, just because the main event was just like something different for me. But this was definitely like I remember. I think I said it on your show or someone's show. I said that like, yeah, this is like the one match I'm looking forward to, and it delivered to me. Like, I just miss watching Kazarian wrestle. I haven't seen Kazarian wrestle since that Mitch Lightning match that Mitch posted on his channel. So it was good to see Kazarian wrestle.
He wrestled Mitch?
Yeah, Mitch wrestled Kazarian.
Oh shit. Is he any good?
Mitch, he's improved. I think he's improved.
I gotta see this, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm not the biggest fan of. That's around the point. I got my taste. What can I say? This match was fun, amazing. The crowd was going apeshit for this from opening bell. Come on, we have the Young Bucks, a super kick party. I think someone on Twitter was saying, throughout the pay-per-view, I'm playing the drinking game. How many Bullet Club t-shirts I can find in the crowd?
Oh, a lot.
Yeah, there were a lot of these shirts in the crowd, people. I'll tell you.
They were selling them, man.
They were selling them, yeah, for $35. Hey, fuck it, I'll take it.
That Bullet Club shirt. Like, I'm not gonna lie. If there's one wrestling shirt I want now, it's a Bullet Club shirt.
Hey, better get it, bro. ProWrestlingTees.com.
Yeah, I saw that.
Hey, man, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But yeah, that was the match of the night. At the end, ACH got the pinfall win for his team. And then we get, God, this match should be on the fucking pre-show, but it wasn't. R.D. Evans versus Moose. Moose is a heel, but people were going over for his theme song. Moose. Oh, God, dude. You can see the ending coming a mile away. The low blow, whatever. Moose can still win. But he's still green to me. He's still green. He should spend more time in the dojo. Apparently, he played for the NFL. I think he played for the Falcons. Now, mind you all, I am not the football NFL expertise here. But
What's his real name?
I have no idea.
No one knows his real name. So
you have to give me his real name because I'll probably know him from college, but I don't recognize him. But then again, football players wear helmets. Dude, I swear, R.D. Evans, ACH, and the other black guy in the tag team match. Who was the other black guy?
R.D. Evans.
No, fucking. Who was the other black guy that was in the tag match with ACH?
Cedric Alexander.
Yeah, Cedric Alexander, ACH. Those two are like carbon clones. They should form. Were they a tag team at one point?
No, they weren't. But they wrestled each other numerous times on the Indies. So
yeah, I'm just saying like those two need to form like a tag team or something because they're just carbon clones. Those two.
I think the plan is by 2015 to start building up Caprice Coleman. Cedric Alexander. That's the plan.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Caprice Coleman.
Hell no, that guy.
Never push that guy.
That guy. People were calling him fucking Xavier Woods' father.
Oh my lord. I don't even watch that much RH, and I'm hearing this. I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck?
Exactly, but it is what it is. But yeah, that match was whack. R.D. Evans and Moose. Prince Nana came out, so that's kind of the highlight of the show there. They try to rename the embassy, like let it go.
Yeah, remember, it's not just bad, it's whack.
The Embassy was a thing of the past. I liked it back in the day, but just let it go now. It's over with.
Yeah, dude. Prince Nana. When I saw Prince Nana come out, I was like, the fuck? Like, I was just like...
He looks like, I think it's not because I have him as a friend on Facebook. He looks like your local cab driver. Like the one that come, listen, if you come to New York or you come to Jersey, right? You go to the airport. Those local cab drivers are either Haitian or Jamaicans. That's what he looks like. Literally. But yeah, it's funny though. After this, you had the TV title match, Jay Lethal and Matt Sydal, formerly known as Evan Bourne. It was a fun match. I just hated the ending of it. They try to rip off the out of nowhere finish, if you will.
Yeah, the ending was just so like when I saw Reborn, is that his new name? Reborn Matt Sydal?
Reborn, hashtag Reborn Matt Sydal.
Is he like stealing AJ Styles' gimmick now? Like when AJ came back with the fucking, because like he looked like he was trying to do stuff that AJ Styles does. I don't know. I don't watch much indie wrestling, but the match was fine. You know, it was like kind of what I like because I used to love Matt Sydal. I used to be a huge Matt Sydal mark. So it was kind of like going back to Matt Sydal's old routes. Like I love Jay Lethal too. So it's kind of a cool match for me to see. But it was like, you know, kind of how we talked about like the Hardys versus the Dudleys. This would be cool if it was 10 years ago. The same with this match. This would be cool if it was 10 years ago and I saw that spot. But yeah, like you said, they try to rip off the RK out of nowhere. And it just didn't look good. It just didn't look good at all.
No. Then after this, we had the co-main event. Red Dragon defending the ROH tag team titles against the Time Splitters, Kushida and Alex Shelley. This was a fun match.
Yeah,
this was an awesome match of the night as well. Red Dragon is amazing to me. Kyle O'Reilly is amazing.
This is like the fucking Motor City Machine Guns Time Splitters. Like I've heard a lot about them.
It's funny at the meet and greet, right? Because you know they're both big into MMA, right? Because they both train MMA as well. And I asked them, hey, what's your thoughts of Robbie Lawler, Johnny Hendricks? Oh, Hendricks screw Johnny Hendricks.
Hey, what did I say, Steven? What did I say?
Yep, you're right.
Yeah, I was right. But so that's good to know. But yeah, I'm missing Alex Shelley wrestle and the little Japanese guy who's his teammate. He's like he's the Japanese Chris Sabin, dog. He fits well with fucking Alex Shelley. It's like the Motor City Machine Guns.
People were chanting Motor City.
I like this guy.
This is like these two are fucking awesome. Like I may have to watch New Japan just for these two because like these guys were just fun. These guys were just fun. Like
Wrestle Kingdom, bro.
Yeah, like Re-DR again. Like. I'm still not sold on Bobby Fish. I'm sorry. I'm not sold.
You gotta watch Kyle as a singles.
Yeah, Kyle O'Reilly needs to be a single star.
Like, give me a Kyle O'Reilly match with someone that I can fairly know.
Okay.
And tell me to watch it, and I will watch it. I'll give him a fair shake as a singles guy. Like tag team wise, Red Dragon's fine.
There's one match. There's two matches actually.
Just give me one.
Couple matches.
I don't want to watch two matches. I only need one.
Well, if you watch our Best in the World 2012, Kyle O'Reilly, Adam Cole.
That. Yeah, that was a good one. I liked Adam Cole in that one though. Adam Cole's shine.
Yeah, they're trying to imitate MMA. You can tell they were trying to do MMA.
Give me a match where Kyle O'Reilly shines.
Okay. PWG. Fuck, there's numerous ones. Okay, the whole Bola of 2013, the whole Bola.
Ebola?
Yeah, that whole tournament where he just goes at it. That's where he shines.
Didn't he wrestle AJ Styles? Was that a good match?
No, he didn't wrestle AJ Styles.
I swear, because AJ Styles.
Oh yeah, he did in Ring of Honor this year. I didn't see it yet though. I didn't see it yet.
I'll just check out that match because like that I seen that Adam Cole and O'Reilly match. Like I remember that was really good. But Adam Cole was the dude that came out as a star, in my personal opinion, to me in that match more than O'Reilly. Like I just said, wow, that guy, he's pretty good in the ring. But I didn't really know much about Adam Cole back then. I just watched the match because someone told me about it. But Red Dragon's a good tag team. It's just that I can't get into these guys, man. Like. I don't know. I just can't. But they're good. I'm not saying they're bad. Just me personally, they're not my flavor. But the Time Splitters, those are Motor City Machine Gun 2.0. Like I love those dudes.
Absolutely. But yeah, that was a fun match, you know. One thing I'll say though was you could tell that Red Dredge had made time for it to look strong because they had at the end, right? I mean, what we're talking about this after the show, that how is it possible you had Kushida kick out of their finisher, right? But yet you eventually make him tap out to an armbar at the end.
I think what they were trying to do there was because, like, you know how, like, submission moves in wrestling, they're supposed to be, like, more damaging and stuff like that. They're trying to show that, like, oh, it took a submission to get this guy down instead of a pinfall.
Yeah. But there you go. That's that. And most likely they'll have another match for the Tokyo Dome show.
Yeah, dude. Like,
Kingdom.
Time Splitters, man. Those guys, like, I don't know how Alex Shelley's on the WWE. This guy's like,
he could have gone. He could have gone. I remember when he left TNA, there was rumors of him going, but I think he, like, you know, he knew that he wouldn't succeed or anything like that.
How? This guy has Kevin Nash's fucking support. Kevin Nash is like on Triple H's cock.
Hey, he didn't want to risk it, so like, fuck, I'll just go to Japan.
Kevin Nash, like, listen to any Kevin Nash shoot interview. Kevin Nash has nothing but love for Alex Shelley. Like, if you hear any Kevin Nash shoot interview, he's like, oh, I love that kid. He's a star. He hates short wrestlers. Kevin Nash bashes like Benoit and Guerrero, but he loves Alex Shelley.
Yeah, he only liked Alex Shelley and Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, those are the only two he likes.
Yeah, which is weird.
I love Alex Shelley.
Me too.
The paparazzi cam, man. When he was filming Sting, and he's like, "Sorry, Mr. Porter, you don't call me by my real name."
Or when he filmed the whole film at Christian's house.
Yeah, he was following Christian's wife, and Christian's wife was wearing a skirt, and he was all like, "Let me see if I can get a better view for you people." I was like, yes.
And then filming the attack from Abyss on Christian. That was really
fucking cool.
Yeah, and then the stuff with Bob Backlund. Oh no.
Oh my God! Speaking of Ring of Honor, yeah, they go back live on pay-per-view on March 1st, 2015, which we'll get into in a little bit because the poster is revealing something, which we'll get into in a little bit. But yeah, the main event of the evening, Adam Cole versus Jay Briscoe, fight without honor. Holy crap, this match was fucking amazing.
Yeah, this was my match of the night. This match was I don't know, Adam Cole. Every time I see him, this dude keeps on impressing, dude.
Even though yes, the match went back and forth, was crazy. Some sick spots here. The beginning of the match, Cole staples Briscoe's head to a piece of paper.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
Just to start the match off. Later on in the match, they bring out these thumbtacks, right? And Cole grabs his thumb, he puts it in Briscoe's mouth, then he super kicks him.
You sick fuck.
Exactly. There was blood. There was all that. Even though, yes, Adam Cole didn't win, Adam Cole is without a doubt a star in the making. And the crazy part about it, he's only 25 years old.
Yeah, dude, this guy is gonna have a bright future in professional wrestling as long as he doesn't do anything stupid. He can't do anything stupid.
You can just tell this guy by the end of the year is going to be WWE bound.
He will be. He will be.
He's literally, he is the Canelo Alvarez of pro wrestling.
Mm.
In the aspect, Canelo's 24, and he already reached the mountaintop of boxing already. And he's a talented fighter as well, gifted fighter. Adam Cole is only 25. They're kind of close to the same age range, if you will. And he's just killing it right now in pro wrestling.
Yeah, dude. He's doing a good job. I just think the problem is I don't think he's getting that much exposure because, indie wrestling is not as hot as it used to be.
It's funny. It's funny you say it because I saw this tweet today from Joey Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
If I can just find the tweet here. If I can just find it here. By a good friend.
Sleazy guy.
Yeah, Joey Ryan's a good performer.
I like Joey Ryan. I talked to him for 40 minutes. He was a cool guy.
Surprise. Surprise.
Yeah, TNA. I thought they were gonna push that guy.
Yeah, I asked him about that. He's like, "What was up there?" He's like, "Dude, TNA is like a zoo. You can just do whatever you want back there." He just said it was a zoo when he was there.
I put Joey Run. Fuck. Here he is. Joey Ryan. He wrote us on Twitter. The fuck is the shit that? Okay. Oh, if I can just find it here. Damn it, I can't fucking find it right now.
No.
Fuck it. Okay, here it is. What a weird state the industry is in right now, when my friends are turning down WWE offers to stay independent.
That's weird.
I mean, there are certain wrestlers that can make a living off the indies.
Yeah, no, there's certain wrestlers, like, if you're like AJ Styles, you're getting paid $1 million a year for New Japan, and then you're stealing all these other little small indie guys' money, then yeah, you don't need to go to WWE.
Christopher Daniels.
Yeah, Daniels. What I mean is the indies are not as hot as, like, I feel like no one talks about them as much as they used to. Because, like, back in the day, you would have to tape trade, torrent, and all this other stuff just to watch a match. Nowadays, it's, like, too easy to talk about. And it's like...
And also the fact that most of the stars from back in the day, like the Bryans, the Claudios, the Hero, the Steen, the Genericos, I can go on here. They're no longer there. They're on either WWE or TNA now.
Yeah, or one's in the UFC now.
Yeah, which we'll get into in a bit also. Fuck it, why not, right?
Yeah, but I just feel bad for Adam Cole, because, like, I feel like this guy, like, if he was back when, like, Punk and Bryan, all those guys were like around, this guy would be, like, considered, like, the next, like, for sure, like, main event star in the WWE around that time. But nowadays, it's just like, he's good. Like, I'm not saying he's bad. Like, I like Adam Cole. I think he's really great. But it's just that, like, fucking, I don't think he's not getting the publicity he should be getting, you know?
I mean, he also wrestled for New Japan also. He also wrestled for New Japan. But still, I think the guy overall is going to be WWE bound by the end of the year.
Oh, yeah, he's going to be WWE bound. But I want to say this. What is ROH, like, does ROH just suck Jay and Mark Briscoe's dick or something? Because why are they, like, why is Mark, like, the world champion? This is stupid.
You mean Jay?
Whatever. They're both idiots. I don't give a fuck. Like, why?
I think right now Briscoe's, because they did reports that apparently I think Walter read the report today, right? Did you read the report today?
What? Oh, Adam Cole was supposed to win on Sunday, but he had an injury, so they had to, like, play it off.
Yeah, I think Briscoe right now, I think he's just a transitional champion right now. Don't get me wrong, the guys good on the guys' promos are amazing. I'll say that his promo skills are just fucking amazing.
Yeah, we love dumb rednecks.
I mean, it's different though. It's different. All right, yes. Compared to the shit that we listen to every day on Raw, where it's fucking programmed and micro robotic. I think overall, you know, they've been there since day one. There's a thing called, in my opinion, seniority, where you're entitled to something. But again, I don't think it's I think what's gonna happen is, more than likely, yeah, they'll give the belt back to Elgin.
Hopefully, because, like, no offense to the Briscoes, they're tag team dudes. It's like what TNA try to do with the Dudleys, man, trying to make the world champions. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
I don't know, but yeah, I see what you mean though.
Yeah,
I see what you mean, but that's Ring of Honor for you. But again, you know, the venue sucked. And especially, you know, back in the day, right, the last 3 ROH shows that I gone before this show was all at the Hammerstein Ballroom. So for me, it would be, you know, I take the train from where I'm at to New York. I get off at Penn Station. From there, I just walk a block to the Hammerstein Ballroom, and that's it. It's a back and forth thing from where I'm at to the train station. Now, I gotta take a subway to 59th Street, and then walk like 6 or 7 blocks. Mind you, it's New York City cold, so you can just imagine. And to find out that the shit is behind fucking Times Square this whole time.
Ridiculous.
So yeah, Ring of Honor, Kerry Silk, and, you know, fucking Joe Koff. Get it together next time, seriously.
Find a new venue.
Find a new venue. You know what? I even said the theater at the Garden. The theater. That could work as well, but again, who knows, right? Anywho, moving on from this now. The big news that came out this weekend also. It's kind of crazy we're talking about it now, this late in the stream, but CM Punk is now an MMA fighter.
Whoopee.
Oh boy. Here's my thing for this, okay? And I'm gonna just leave it at this, okay? I find it crazy that CM Punk talked about, his body was being abused in WWE. He was in pain, concussions, staph infections, and Z-Packs and all of that. And mind you, he's been in WWE for almost 10 years, right? 300 days on the road, in pain, if you will. And all of a sudden, you're going into a physical contact sport that's real.
Yeah.
This news literally broke the internet. It broke the internet. It got people going crazy. You have no idea how many fucking videos I've seen Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Fans. Let me just say this right now, okay? This doesn't go to every wrestling fan. Not to everyone. Not to everyone. But to certain wrestling fans who don't know shit about combat sports, who don't know shit about boxing, you don't know shit about MMA. All I'm saying is this. Stay in your place.
Mm-hmm.
Stay in your place. You don't know shit about boxing. You don't know shit about MMA. All right? And that's it.
Just stay out.
Exactly. And you wonder why the fight community laughs at the wrestling community. You wonder why.
Mm-hmm.
Lack of knowledge.
Lack of knowledge, stupidity, because literally every video I seen was this. CM Punk is in UFC. I think it'll be a good move. He'll be fighting 2015. This and that. I don't know who he could be fighting. He might get his ass beat. That's literally every video that I saw, that I've heard.
Yeah. It's like the best video where because like the Shrek Daddy did one, but he talked about how Dana White needs the WWE, which is true. Like this is what it shows. It shows UFC is having trouble creating stars. They can't make any stars. Like Ronda Rousey's their biggest mainstream star. John Jones is their pay-per-view buy star. But other than that, no one. So
and Conor McGregor is the one in the making right now.
Yeah, one in the making. So I wish Punk the best, but it's just like this is just a circus signing by WWE. Dana White being once again the good promoter that he is, being a hypocrite. That's what you need to. If you're any promoter, you're someone looking to enter the fight business, and you're watching this, understand this. You can't be truthful. You have to be a hypocrite in the fight business. You're never going to be 100% truthful. And if you say you are, you're already starting your first lie and your first hypocrite.
Here's my thing again. Listen, if you're a hardcore MMA fan or a fight fan, you'll think of this as a joke.
Oh, it's gay.
This is crap. Another WWE wrestler fighting in the cage. Okay? To my understanding, his first opponent will be the Scrub. Apparently, Jason David Frank is offered to fight Punk.
I hope he does.
The Green Power Ranger, yeah, the Green Power Ranger.
Green Power Ranger.
The Green Ranger, the Red Zeo Ranger, the Red Turbo Ranger, the Black Dino Ranger,
the White Ranger.
Like, fuck.
Yeah.
He's like, what Ranger has he not been?
He's going to be fighting Punk. I don't know if it'll happen or not, but you know for a fact that his first fight will be a fucking co-main event fight.
Yeah. Agreed.
On a pay-per-view.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe it's a main event fight.
Do you have your health book?
What?
Your health book, so I can remember.
What if it's what was I gonna say?
Who knows?
TV UFC on Fox.
It won't be on TV, bro. It's CM Punk we're talking about here. Phil CM Punk Brooks. It's Phil CM Punk Brooks. All right, Dana White. Let's put it this way, right? They didn't do this whole press conference. They didn't have Punk be interviewed by Joe Rogan the way he did, or have him do a press teaser or a post-fight teaser, or just for him to have a debut fight on a Fox card. No, it's gonna be on pay-per-view.
No, I'm not saying debut is gonna be on fucking Fox, but they'll have hopefully some fights on TV. At least one.
Bro, it's CM Punk we're talking about. It's a big name. It'll be on pay-per-view. But yeah, you did say middleweight, even welterweight. I want to see 155. I think he cut down 155 if he wanted to.
That's not gonna happen.
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know if he can lose that much weight.
put it this way, right? Gray Maynard.
Gray Maynard's bigger than Punk. He walks around at 240.
Exactly. And he cuts down to 155.
Yeah.
It could happen, but again, we'll see what happens. But again, listen, either he'll kick some ass or he get his ass kicked. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna get a laugh. I'm gonna get a laugh.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna laugh at this shit.
Mind if I say my piece about this?
Sure, but then again, don't say this.
I'm not going to.
Are you representing the YWC, defending why people should make videos on this? Because people were giving me shit on this. Believe it or not, the following day when I said this, oh my god, people were just giving me shit for this. So go on, brother, go on.
All right, well, hold on, I just dropped my phone. Hold on. Let me get
Every little step I take.
All right. For those who don't know, and a lot of people in the YWC does not know this, but I was at one point a huge MMA fan back when I was like 9, 10, 11 years old. Funny, yeah, I was a lot younger and I was a bigger fan of MMA back then than I am now. I kind of got out of it in like 2010, 2011 time, just because I just thought that UFC personally got kind of stale for me during that time. And, but yeah, I was at one point a big MMA fan. Still kind of am in some regards, but I just don't watch it as much as I used to.
And I'll say respectfully, Levi, I'll say you can't call yourself an MMA fan anymore if you don't watch it. You just can't. You can't call yourself a fan if you don't watch it anymore. It's like me saying, no,
it's not that I don't watch it at all.
But you still call yourself a fan, but yet you don't watch it though. Chase, you get what I'm saying though, right?
Yeah, no, I totally get what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's like me saying, back in the day, I was a big fan of basketball, but I'm still a fan, but I don't watch it anymore. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean. But anyways, like, I did a video about this myself. I personally think that anybody who, this is my opinion, anybody out there who is just thinking immediately Punk's gonna get his ass kicked and thinking he's like, oh, he's a hypocrite because he said he got hurt. Listen, the big misconception here, people think that he's still hurt and he's going to MMA now. No, that's
but what we're talking about is like he's complaining that he got hurt. So why are you going to go to a sport that's going to hurt more? Like, I'm sorry, if Kofi Kingston gave you a concussion off a fucking clothesline, I don't know what a real punch is going to do to your head,
I don't know, but
the thing is that also factor in the guy's almost 40.
Yeah, that's another thing. He's kind of old.
Exactly. This way, the fight game, boxing, MMA, hell, even kickboxing, is a young man's sport.
Yeah, like the fight game, unless you're Floyd Mayweather and you know how to avoid shots, like you don't last until like the average age. I think isn't it like 32, Steven? Like that's like
Even though Floyd, but Floyd is now fighting like he's 37.
Yeah.
But this is the topic another day. But the problem. Go on, Levi. Go on. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, and also what I was gonna say is like anybody out there. This is just me personally. Anybody out there who is just laughing their asses off about
because the way it is though, in a way, like you think about it, it feels like.
I will say the way it was presented was funny, but just the fact of him going and people laughing at it.
I know why though? Because there's other fighters out there that we feel that are not even in the UFC yet, that should be there, that are even better. For example, Ben Askren.
Ben Askren's boring as fuck, but he's better than CM Punk and deserves to be in the UFC.
It deserves to be in the UFC. Chase, Michael Chandler's another example.
Yeah, Michael Chandler. I was about to say his name. Michael Chandler
should be fighting the UFC right now.
Hell, your boy Paul Daly.
Paul Daly, should be fighting in the UFC right now.
But I mean, like I'm trying to say, what I've been trying to say here is, I just think people who are just. I mean, I understand, there are younger fighters out there who are trying to work their way up, does probably deserve it a lot more, but I'm just saying this in this perspective. Anybody out there who is just because Punk is now in MMA is laughing about it, I personally think they're ignorant in some regards because
Okay, let's put
in a way,
it in this perspective. Okay, let's put it in this perspective.
How am I ignorant when I've been watching UFC?
Yeah,
since
exactly.
no, I'm
Like,
trying.
I think it's hilarious that this guy is trying to get into mixed martial arts when
Let's put it
he's
this way.
complaining about wrestling.
Hold on.
Let's put it this way. Last year, Batista came back, right?
Yeah,
Batista came back, and they gave him the spot on the Rumble. He won the Rumble, right?
fair and square.
Fans complained. Fans bitched and moaned, right?
And fans were laughing at him, making fun of his oxygen shake. Does that make them ignorant because Batista came back?
No, what? No, see,
How?
you're not letting me finish. I'm trying to say, whenever people are laughing at something like this, I think they're ignorant because it's not giving them a chance. That's what I'm trying to say.
I understand that. But you got to remember this too. Because remember, me and Chase here, we're the MMA fans here. We're the fight fans as well. Okay? We're the fight fans. We're one of a few people in the wrestling community, along with Simon Michael, that I know of, that know what we're talking about when it comes to the sport of MMA or boxing.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I
know what I'm
know
saying?
what I'm talking about too because, yeah, like I said, I did watch for a long time.
Yeah, but the thing is that you don't make videos though about it though. The thing
That's
about
because
it,
I just don't ever have a whole lot of access to.
There's stream sites out there you can watch your pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't use them on this computer because I want to keep.
But did you use them? All right, but did you use them before though? Back when WWE didn't have the network though.
Yeah, but that was on.
There you go. There you go.
There you go.
But hey, listen.
There you go.
listen,
There you go. There you go.
Listen, the problem, I was using it on an old laptop. I've had this computer for only like.
Dude,
months.
let me school you, son. You see this shit right here, bro? This shitty ass laptop. This is my old laptop.
But hold on, just hold up. I've had this computer for 8
Look at
months
this.
now,
Look at
and
this.
I don't want to.
I get what you're saying. I
Yeah,
understand.
I'm trying to not ruin my computer.
I understand.
But to
I understand.
finish up on my thoughts with Punk and MMA, I'm gonna give it a shot because the guy, he does training in Muay Thai. I think just based on that alone,
Okay.
he's gonna try. I will say he's gonna give it into him, and I think he'll do. I don't think he's gonna do great. I think he'll do.
Okay, but
Maybe
the thing
he'll
is,
fight.
okay, he has experience in Muay Thai, and again, I don't mean to cut you off. I apologize. All right, but he can have all the experience in Muay Thai all you want, but there's more than just Muay Thai and MMA.
I know that.
How is he gonna defend the takedown? How is he gonna defend when a guy who is experienced in wrestling and grappling takes him down and dry humps him for 3 rounds?
Well, I mean, you can easily train with that.
Dude, it takes
It takes
a while to train.
Because, I always use this as an example. Everyone says JDS and Mauricio Shogun Rua, oh, yeah, they have these belts in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, yet they don't use the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in their fights at all. You can show footage of them training in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but that doesn't mean that they have a good Jiu-Jitsu game. So I'm just saying, just because CM Punk trains in Muay Thai does not mean his Muay Thai game is going to be anything that's going to carry him throughout his first fight. It's not like, see, the difference between CM Punk and Brock Lesnar is this. Brock Lesnar is an athletic freak. Like, we don't get Brock Lesnar's born in this world every day. Like, Brock Lesnar is one of those guys that get born every once in a blue moon. Like, he's a once-in-a-decade type of person being born from people's thing. That's the thing with Lesnar. Lesnar's just an athletic freak of nature.
He's a Viking. He's a fucking modern-day Viking.
Yeah, Punk is not that. Punk is just like, he's just kind of like a normal dude. Like he's like me. He's like me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
he didn't have muscle mass.
Yeah. See, I just laugh at Punk signing because it's just hilarious because it's like hilarious on so many levels. It's like one CM Punk trying to do MMA because he's in it for the money. He loves it, but he's also in it for the money. Let's just be real here. You don't enter a business unless the dollar signs are right. 2, it just shows that the UFC is desperate for a star. 3, it makes Dana White look like a hypocrite, and I always love it when Dana looks like an idiot. And 4, it just makes UFC show that they're stagnant. So that's why I laugh at it. There's so many other factors.
And I'll give you another example too. A couple years ago, the UFC brought in James Toney.
Oh, God.
And James Toney before that's even happened, he chased Dana White throughout the country, talking shit. Oh, I can fuck up any of your fighters. I can knock them out. They have the shittiest stand up. These motherfuckers can't fight. I'll fight anybody. I'll fight Chuck Liddell. I'll fight fucking Rampage Jackson. I'll fight anybody, even Randy Couture. And it got to a point where they was like, all right, fine. You want to fight? You'll fight. Your first fight will be against Randy Couture. Right? And James Toney, train all you want. He trained for 8 weeks.
No, he trained longer than that, dog. He trained for 8 months.
They go 8 months. 8 months. 8 months he trained for his debut fight against Randy Couture. Mind you, Randy Couture is a Hall of Fame fighter, collegiate wrestler, All American, the only guy in the sport to win the heavyweight title and the light heavyweight title, and all of that. Fine.
Yeah.
And he fought Randy Couture.
Whoa, only guy. Don't forget Vitor.
Oh, but one of the first few, in the heavy,
Vitor. Don't forget about Vitor.
All right. First, American.
Thank you. Because everyone discredits Vitor's heavyweight title win, which I don't, because Vitor.
I know.
I don't know why.
I remember that too.
But here's how the fight went down, though. James Toney was talking all this shit. They even did the countdown to 118, where you saw how he fucking trained, and he was training sloppy shit, right? And in the fight, the first 18 seconds, he got taken down. And Randy just dropped bombs on him. Bombs and bombs and bombs. And yet people were saying, oh my God, Randy's back. No, Randy Couture beat a guy who has no experience in the cage.
Yeah, and who's way past his prime athletically.
Exactly.
If this was James Toney when he was 30, then he might have a chance. But James Toney when he's 40,
And then his fight after, he fought fucking Lyoto Machida. Look what happened to him. He got dropped. He got dropped. So
that depressed me.
Exactly. So the thing is, though, who knows? Really, I'll give you that. Who knows? But no one likes his chance because, again, if you're trying to tell this to another, because think about it, the fight community also has its schmarks.
Yeah.
You tell this to them, they'll laugh at you for saying that.
Yeah, exactly. Just like you would laugh at them if they said, oh, Rashad Evans could come to the WWE and be a main eventer. You would laugh at that. You'd be like, you would laugh at that, right, Levi? If Rashad Evans came to the WWE, wouldn't you kind of be like, why is Rashad Evans doing this? You would kind of chuckle a bit. So don't call MMA fans ignorant when it's just like you would do the same if an MMA fighter came to the WWE that's not named Georges St. Pierre, John Jones, or Rampage Jackson, or Tito Ortiz, or Chuck Liddell. You get the list.
I know, but I mean, as I'm trying to finish, you see, and this also kind of reminds me a little bit because me and anybody who knows my brother, we were both, of course, all of us are big fans of the Attitude Era, or even a little bit after the Attitude Era, like 2002, 2003 time. And me and my brother and all of his friends and our friends were big Brock Lesnar fans for that time. And then shortly after, all of our friends who were big into the Attitude Era quit with wrestling and went into MMA, and they just pretty much practically jerk off to every single MMA fight that there is. And when they found out Brock Lesnar was coming, they immediately started hating on the fact. They're like, oh, he's a WWE guy. He needs to stay in that fake
because
stuff.
He was.
He was.
I know he was, but hold on.
But no one knew. No one knew what Brock was going to do.
I know, but just hold on. See, let me finish. They were all going like, screw this guy, go back to WWE and such. And then look at what he did.
But did you not hear my example that I said earlier? Brock Lesnar is a once in a decade type of guy being born out of his system. CM Punk is not a Brock Lesnar. You can't use a Brock. I hate when wrestling fans go, well, Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is a freak. There's a difference between Brock fucking Lesnar and CM Punk. Don't forget Brock Lesnar's background, Division I NCAA champion. For me, I just said the only problem Brock's going to have in the UFC is that this guy can't throw his hands. This guy can't throw worth a damn. He can't. And he couldn't. But when it came to wrestling, he could out-wrestle any motherfucker in the UFC when it came down to a straight wrestling match. But it's just that's what I'm saying. It's you're trying to use Brock Lesnar as an example, but that's a bad example because Brock Lesnar's a freak of nature. CM Punk is not a freak of nature.
I know,
Absolutely.
but I'm trying to. Damn it! I don't even know why I bother.
Put it this way, dude. You're not gonna try to out debate MMA fans in this. You're not. It's not gonna
I
work.
know, but I'm trying to get to the point where it's like
Okay.
people hate on him.
You know
and
why, bro? You know why? Because every time you try to get to the point, we find reason to rebuttal back. That's all right. We'll let you finish. We'll let you finish.
Okay, I mean, like, then again, that was another scenario where you didn't know. I mean, yes, Brock had his amateur wrestling background, but could he punch? That was another component. I mean, grappling and striking are two major components in MMA. Brock had one of them down. He didn't have striking down at the time. I think with Punk, personally, I mean, while he does have a little bit of a Muay Thai background, he could be an average striker, but yeah, he definitely does need to get the grappling down, and then he might do okay. With Brock, yeah, like I said, didn't
There's
have much of striking down, but then whenever he came through, and after training pretty hard, he came through, and yeah, even though he lost to Frank Mir, but then again, that was a submission loss, but then again, after that, he started kicking.
okay, but you gotta remember who Brock fought after that. He fought Heath Herring.
Yeah,
Heath Herring's a decent fighter.
At that time period, though, he was a bum.
I know at
bum.
that time because
He
I
was
remember
he fought a bum, and then he fought a 40-something-year-old Randy Couture for the heavyweight title. He bounced his head like a fucking basketball.
Yeah, the Randy Couture, the only reason, like, I remember hearing that Randy Couture said that, like, he wasn't going to fight Brock Lesnar at all. Like, this is from what I've heard from other MMA camps. That, like, I asked about that, and the guy was telling me, like, yeah, Randy was so against that fight. You know, they kept calling him, saying that they want, like, you know, the Heath Herring pay-per-view that Brock Lesnar fought at? They wanted Randy to fight Brock. Randy said no to that, and so they got Heath Herring to fight Brock instead. And so then afterwards, Randy was just denying it, but then all of a sudden Dana sent him a number on a piece of paper, and that number was a number of how much he was going to be paid, and it was somewhere in the nice the 7-figure range for Randy Couture to say yes to fight Brock Lesnar. So Randy Couture, the only reason why he fought Brock Lesnar because he knew he was getting a 7-figure paycheck. He was getting the 7-figure paycheck.
Exactly.
That was the only reason why he fought Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, and I mean,
because let's keep in mind, since you used to be an MMA fan back then, Levi, can you name me who was the other heavyweight champion in the UFC at that time?
Oh, I'd have to rethink on that because I definitely was watching at that time. That was like 2008-9 time.
Yeah. So who was the other heavyweight champion?
Around that time.
Who was the other heavyweight champion? Name me. Name me who's the other heavyweight champion.
Was it Frank Mir?
No, it was Big Nog. It was supposed to be Couture versus Big Dog, but since Randy...
Big Dog, I forget.
Minotauro Nogueira?
Oh, Nogueira. Yeah, that's right.
Big
yeah.
Dog? Come on, man. You can't say you're a former MMA fan not know his nickname. Come on.
I sometimes forget. I only remember Nogueira for his nickname Minotauro. I don't know him for Big Nog.
Yeah,
That's it, because I remember most of Nogueira's stuff from when I watched Pride fighting.
Yeah, because what happened was Randy came back, UFC 68, came back, defeated Tim Sylvia's fat ass. Afterwards, Nogueira won the belt, won the interim belt because Randy was quote unquote retired. They're gonna have Nogueira versus Randy, but then what happened was Brock Lesnar beat Randy, and so then all of a sudden, at UFC 92, it was Mir versus Nogueira.
And then Mir won, and then they had the rematch of UFC 100 where Brock Lesnar made Frank Mir's face look like he got stung by 100 bees.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, Leo, though, you're saying, I think if Punk can do this, he can be good. No. You understand, today's MMA fighters, dude, gotta be well-rounded.
Yeah, they're more advanced than when Brock Lesnar was in UFC, man. Like,
yeah, I mean, it definitely does.
You gotta know your kickboxing, you gotta know your boxing, you gotta know your wrestling, you gotta know your jiu-jitsu.
It's MMA for a reason.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, I'm sorry for rambling, but then again, it goes to show you how somewhat out of touch I've gotten with MMA in the past few years. I wish I could watch more of it, but the problems are I don't have a whole lot of access to it besides streaming sites, and I don't know hardly much of the fighters there. I bet you out of all the people in UFC, I only know like probably 20 of them.
Okay.
Around like
okay.
and such.
Okay. Liz Carmouche.
I mean, heck, if you guys want to help me get me back into it. Be free.
Okay.
I would love to get back
Okay.
into
Okay.
it.
We should name a female.
I did watch the last fight's preliminaries with my brother, and I saw Jessica Eye just nearly make one of the other woman's ear practically fall off. That was pretty gruesome. So what a way for me to come back was to see that. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Anywho, yeah, moving on from the MMA because it took a while.
Sorry,
T-
people.
TNA is making their debut live on January 7th, and they're making the move to Friday nights.
Friday
Starting
nights.
January 12th, I believe. 12th or 16th, one of the 2 dates.
16th.
I don't know. You think about it. I'm all for change and all, but to move to
Jesus.
Friday, I don't agree with it in the aspect of okay.
That's a terrible birthday gift for me.
Yeah,
Holy
it's-
shit.
You know why I say that too?
I don't
Because
know
number one, SmackDown struggled on Friday nights.
Yeah, that's what really hurt SmackDown when they moved to Friday nights. Because like Friday nights, it's like the problem with Friday nights is like Friday nights are no longer the night where you can go, where you sit around with your family to watch TV. Friday nights are now the nights where you go, you pretty much go out. Yeah, so it's like, and then you're already on a network that's just like still growing. So it's like that kind of hurts it a bit. But hey, but at least they're going to New York. That's a good decision.
Indeed, yeah, it is absolutely.
That's a great decision on their part. You know, they had great shows in New York. So yeah, man. I hope you guys attend.
The thing is though, I'm likely to attend. I don't know. It depends on how I'm economically and all. But the thing is though, what I was saying a while back, the New York show will answer a lot of questions where they stand as a company. I still believe this company will improve with new ownership. I still believe that. But again, the move to Friday nights is kind of difficult because again, you know, they've just been accustomed to Wednesdays. Now Friday, like, are they gonna go every day of the week now? Or is it like? Well, the thing is also, okay, obviously off the bat, they're not gonna get the 1 point ratings because it's a new network, and not everyone has Destination America.
Yeah.
But again, we'll see what happens. But yeah, leave it at that. And before we wrap up the show, it's been announced to us that Alberto Del Rio, not only El Patron, has signed with Ring of Honor.
That was shocking. Like when I heard the rumor that he was going to 2 wrestling products with TV shows. We already knew Lucha Underground was one of them. But now the new AAA World Champion, he's going to be a part of Ring of Honor. And that's shocking as fuck. Like,
I hear the poster. Hear the poster.
Yeah, I know. But like, that's what I'm saying. It's shocking that Alberto Del Rio. I'm just. Is that AJ Styles?
Yeah, AJ Styles, Alberto Del Rio. You
Oh,
can possibly see.
Okay, let me just say this right now. Please give me AJ Alberto. Like, I would love to see those two clash. Like,
that would be
awesome.
Just for me just for me who's more of a mainstream fan than a diehard independent fan. I know Alberto Del Rio can have a lot of awesome matches, but dude, AJ Alberto on that show, that'd be sick as fuck, man.
Live in Las Vegas from the Orleans Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas.
It's in Vegas?
Yeah.
Shit, I might, if AJ and Alberto on there, I might make a trip.
Well, I mean, again, I'll say this right now. I think AJ Styles has to be the wrestler of the year right now.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Minus breaking the necks, but yeah.
You know, he has to be right now the wrestler of the year.
Wait a minute. Whose neck did he break? I mean, I about this,
he broke Tatsu. He almost broke Roderick Strong's neck. He broke some other guy's neck in Japan. He broke Lionheart's neck in England. I mean, I think it's one of the things with age as well. When you reach a certain age, it becomes risky to do a certain move, or you stop being so secure.
Yeah.
Or it depends also on the guy who's getting hit, how they learn to land on that hit.
Yeah, because like the thing is, like, for someone who is also trained in professional wrestling as myself, like a lot of people don't know this, I used to train in professional wrestling. I would like to get back into it in the future. Probably once I get my degree, I'll go to Black and Brave Wrestling, Seth Rollins' school, just because I think that'd be kind of cool to learn from Seth Rollins. But the Styles clash, a face plant like that doesn't hurt at all. If you tuck your head like a moron, you're gonna break your fucking neck. So it's like, don't tuck your head, especially if you've been in the industry for so long. You should know what moves are safe.
You gotta do like this.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like I'll tell you right now, Lionheart, he posted a ridiculous blog article, and he said like, yeah, you need to stop the move You know, like people say once you do the move, AJ, like everyone feels aches and pains. Well, then stop doing German suplexes, because I'll tell you right now, someone who's trained before, suplexes hurt fucking more than any, like, that shit hurts. Any German hurt. Like, that's why I give kind of Cena props for taking all those Germans from Brock, because I don't know how he did it. My back would be shot after, like, when people would give me 2 or 3 Germans when we would train. So I just don't get why people, like, fucking think, like, the Styles Clash is so dangerous. It's like, AJ has even said on Talk is Jericho, he asked people if they want to take the move. Those people co-signed that he's going to take the move, and AJ asked them, do you want to get into the ring so that way you can learn how to take the move? And they say no. So why are people blaming AJ Styles for this move when these idiots are the ones co-signing on it?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, maybe it's just me because I'm a huge AJ Styles fan or something. Maybe it's just because, like, you know, as AJ's getting older, I don't get to see the AJ Styles of old anymore. I don't get to see the AJ Styles that would pull up the Fosbury flop, you know, the AJ Styles that would do the phenomenal DDT. I don't get to see that AJ Styles anymore. Like, AJ Styles to me now, his only moves are the calf killer, the flying. Yeah, he barely does the flying forearm anymore, man. Like, he does the like the flying forearm, like when the opponent's down, but he doesn't really do any of his old moves anymore. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's like, for me as an AJ Styles fan, it's like the Styles Clash is kind of like the last move that he has that makes me feel like it's like, oh shit, this is why I love AJ Styles. Like, people say like, well, the Styles Clash is not really that cool of a move. I'll grant you that, but it's like, come on, if you're a lifelong AJ Styles fan, it's like you taking away the Styles Clash from AJ Styles is like seeing Austin not do the stunner or seeing Triple H not do the pedigree. It's like that move he's been doing for years, and it's like he doesn't do the spiral tap anymore. He doesn't do the 450. Like, you know, why take away such a trademark? I don't know. Like, for me, I don't think like the move is that dangerous as like people claim to be. Maybe that's just me because I know how to take that move from training wise. But it's just like, for me personally, it's just like I just hate that AJ Styles is getting all the blame for it when it's also the other people's fault. That's just me. That's like, maybe I'm just being a blind AJ. Maybe I'm being a blind AJ defender. People can say that, but it's just I just don't understand.
All I know is AJ Styles is like a dead man in the UK.
Really?
Yeah, literally, like the whole UK wrestling. Because if you watch that podcast, listen to that podcast with Jericho called it, you know, micro championship wrestling, whatever it was, and yeah, the UK fan base is just pissed at AJ Styles. But again, it is what it is, you know.
Micro champ.
If I can give my take on it, I mean, yeah, like Chase said, yeah, the Styles Clash to me is not really a dangerous move.
How would you know, Lee? You never took the move before.
I've taken a lot of bad moves in my day.
Are you a trained pro wrestler, Levi, that we don't know about?
Maybe I just won't tell you.
Has Matt Barnes taken the move?
Oh, Matt Barnes has taken plenty of moves, but I mean, from the way you see it, it doesn't look dangerous at all. I think the only time I ever saw a screw up on a Styles Clash was Kazarian in like 2003 or something. That was it. Other than that, I have never seen AJ Styles at all screw up that move or anybody get hurt from it. I mean, I've heard of these from all this year, but then again, I don't watch New Japan or ROH that much, so I can't really comment on that too much. But I do have to say, from the way he does the move, I don't think it's that dangerous. I agree with Chase when he does.
It shouldn't be dangerous as long as the other opponent knows what they're doing.
Yeah, don't go like this and take it.
That's stupid, first of all, man. It's common sense, I think.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Go like this and you'll be safe. If you do this, you are fucked.
Indeed. Well, guys, you know what? I think it's about time.
Oh, by the way, one last thought on Alberto Del Rio. Wish him luck in ROH, and he's definitely like the biggest star ROH has gotten in a while. And like, if they give him the World Championship, that makes just perfect sense to me. And also maybe it shows that ROH and Global Force have some partnership because Global Force and AAA have a partnership, and Global Force and
well, if you go back to the rumors,
Global Force and New Japan have a partnership, so maybe Global Force and ROH have something going.
There was rumors going around that he was going to go to Ring of TNA.
Yeah, but I think he stayed with ROH because I think Global Force may have a partnership with ROH. That's my take on it. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh yeah, I actually almost forgot. I forgot, and this is kind of going back to the Punk thing, but this is just a one quick note. I almost forgot about this, and this is a big thing I was wanting to bring up with it. Okay. Steven and Chase, any of you guys remember from 10 years ago in UFC or Pride fighting Phil Baroni?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, he started a Twitter war with Punk to the point where here's my theory of what I could maybe see happening, because Phil Baroni typically was a middleweight back in his
have you seen Phil Baroni now? He's a lot heavyweight.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm just thinking of a theory for Phil Baroni.
There's no way he's gonna cut. He's like Phil Baroni will have to stop eating the donuts if he wants to.
Well. I mean, I haven't seen what it looks like now, but I was just thinking maybe Phil Baroni would take a payday for just a one-fight deal to fight Punk. I just thought of that.
I don't know. Again, the guy hasn't been relevant in a while, so
he's in Bellator now. He's in Bellator.
I know, but I mean, I just had that as a theory.
No wonder why.
Just based off of what Baroni was saying, it makes me think, hey, what would happen if Phil Baroni and CM Punk had a fight? But yeah. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I just thought of that idea because of the Twitter war.
Yeah. Well, guys, this wraps up episode 71. We thank you all once again for tuning in on this live stream edition.
We Bruce Splits it this time.
We Bruce Splits the fuck out of this. Yeah. We Bruce Splits the fuck out of this in Cockfist, but it is what it is.
Hey, we didn't take 3 hours just to talk about a 3-hour show. We covered a lot of bases on this podcast.
Indeed, yeah, unlike some other shows out there. But yeah, it is what it is. We thank you once again if you viewed it live or if not on the playback. All right, you can follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. You can follow this podcast channel on Twitter at TeamHeal Podcast. Hit the subscribe button on this channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/HeelSteven. Leave this podcast a like and spread the word with all your friends out there. So yeah. And also check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/GutCheckPodcast.
All right. I'm Knowledge of Wrestling. You can follow me on Twitter at Walter. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Knowledge of Wrestling.
The 4-9 New York Giants.
It's all about losing now. I'm almost
ODB. Hey, Walter, think about this. Amari Cooper, ODB, Victor Cruz. Oh,
shit.
How beautiful that be. But anyways, you guys can follow me on Twitter at ChaseOliver68. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/ChaseOliver. I'll be with Steven again this Sunday on his main channel at HeelSteven as we talk about this TLC pay-per-view event.
TLCS, oh God, may the force be with us.
And I am on Twitter at ThrashManiac99, my YouTube channel ThrashManiac99, Twitch.tv ThrashManiac99, and Hitbox TV/ThrashManiac99.
Remember, guys, the path to safe sex, and to quote our good friend the Peter Outsider,
don't be.
When you're down in life, remember, masturbation is key.
Yeah, and to quote my brother, don't be a fool, wrap your tool.
Don't be silly, rap you willy. But yeah, guys, we thank you once again. Good night, everybody.
Peace.
Cock fist.